Welcome to the What Honed You Show.
Where we externalize your internal champion.
And we are back for another episode of the What Honed You Show. And man, I got to say, we must have a special guest to have me come on my day off. I mean, we got someone special apparently to come on a Sunday to do a podcast.
I know you've already been to church twice.
Yeah, I mean, this is a day of the Lord.
I usually go twice a day.
This is a day of the Lord. But anyways, we got my man Trevor Wittman with me today. And I'm excited because I truly believe, I'm just going to call it out a couple more times, we have a future champion in the making on the show today. Mark my word, quote me, whatever. We got Youssef, the Moroccan Devil.
Zalal, let's go. Yeah, you got that one.
I can't believe he did that.
I got it.
He tried so many times to get the name right prior and couldn't.
Oh, man.
Come on, say it. What is his last name?
Zalal.
Yeah, it's better.
Hey,
Yeah, it's
that's
better.
way better.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, see,
I thought you were gonna call me. I thought you started calling me the zoo. I was like, you see animals or some shit, bro.
Zalulu. What the hell?
Hey, I butcher some names, man. I just can't. I don't know. You know, some people perform underneath the lights. I just mess up. I got that CTE, dog.
Oh,
He called it CPA earlier.
CTA.
He
I
said
called it.
CPA earlier, like he's doing
April.
Texas.
We're still in April, but it's all
Hey,
right.
that's that
Taxes
new
gotta
shit.
be due, dog.
It's that new shit, you know? But anyways, Youssef, man, thank you for coming down. I know you're in camp and, you know, this is your rest day, but, like, truly, we appreciate you coming down. And, you know, we've used you in the past for Justin and helping with his train. And that's kind of how I got to know you right away. And I was like, dude, this kid is a gangster.
Got to skill to pay to be.
Right? And, like, I had no idea, like, you were, like, I've seen you fight, but I had no idea it was, like, you know, how young you were and then how you were just the up-and-comer, and now you are just on a sleigh. And my daughter would say, you're cooking people, bro.
Hey,
You're cooking people.
wait until you hear the line after the Aussie May fight. I've been waiting.
Oh,
It's been cooking. It's been cooking for that one. But no, man. It's awesome for me. I like my rest day. I like to do stuff like this. It's kind of fun, you know, and especially with good people, you know. So that was kind of
Absolutely.
because I always remember I was like Trevor. I always watched him obviously on TV and all that. Luke, I always watched the YouTube. So I always watched. I told this to Terrence as well. I was like, bro, I just be sitting as like a little kid, bro. I just like sit down and just watch YouTube, and I was like, I was like watching the Gaethje one. I remember I watched the Max Holloway camp one. That was good.
Yep.
And then he always turns into you fucking him up to the body, or he's fucking you up, and then it goes through professionalism to Trevor. He's like, yeah, so like it's 3 weeks out.
Yeah.
We like to have fun. I was like, bro, he's went from fucking him up to like
So,
3 weeks of having fun.
My son tries to bring me into the picture a lot because he's like, I think Justin's bullying Luke too much. I see a look on his face, and I look at Terrence and I'm like, yeah, he's not bullying him. That's Luke. That's Luke asking for an ass kicking.
Why? I mean, his face doesn't even change at all. He's like,
Yeah, once the camera leaves, though, you should see him. He takes a knee every time.
I'm like, God.
He's a good actor.
God.
He's a very good actor. Very good
It's
actor.
fun. But, like, you know, honestly now, and then, you know, speaking of YouTube, you have your own YouTube that I've been following now ever since I've been seeing you, and then you came out to my podcast, and I've been following your channel now. And, like, it's honestly, like, I see, you know, I've been in the game for so long now, but, like, you know, from what Terrence have done with Justin, and then I follow your guys' stuff, I'm like, dude, these guys are all just fighters, and they're all the same, and just, yeah, I like it because it shows your personality a little bit behind the scenes. So I'm like, I like fighters that have their own YouTube channel.
oh, I'm bad at it though, bro. I'm so bad at it. I'm so bad at social
It's not easy.
media.
Like it's not what you do. You fight.
Yeah,
But
I'm
the whole
like-
thing is just do it. Like
Yeah.
just be you, because Youssef, you're a character. And so when I used to come into Factory X a long time ago, I'm talking like years ago with Neymar Court, and you were a youngster. You just got here. And you have not changed. You were always like, you were like he was the light in the room.
Yeah.
And you have not changed. And I think that's a very unique part to you. Like you could tell that you love what you do. And the whole thing is being in the right mindset and being a positive type of person. Success is in your control. And if you go out there and you love what you do, like there's many jobs that I had that I hated doing. and I wasn't successful at, and I wasn't good at. I'm good at everything I do, long as I love what I do. And Youssef, you that shines every time I watch you, and the growth every time I see you go into a new fight, being with the UFC, getting cut from the UFC, going back and just doing damage. I mean, 8-fight win streak, 5 fights in the UFC straightforward. I mean, and when you were in the UFC in the beginning, you were fighting killers, like, and you're still fighting killers. Like, you know, it's amazing. Like, to me, what you're doing in the sport is a direct relation to your passion of what you want to be. And I'll never forget the conversation we had. We were on a shuttle at the UFC. You were not fighting in UFC. And we were in the shuttle after a fight. Me and you just sat down and we were just cracking jokes and having a great time. And I'll never forget that experience. I'm like, bro, you are one of your guys that fought. I don't remember who it was, from Factory X. And we both won, you know, our team won, your team won. And we were just having a great time. And I was just like, bro, you are a pleasure to be around. And that energy that you have shows in your fights. And it's, you know, fighting is about momentum and controlling the flow of energy. And 100%. You know, that's one thing that stands out to me, like your amount of finishes too. Like 14 out of 18 wins are finishes. That's huge. You are finishing.
I even look at it.
Bro, that's a great thing. Like I look at things like that. Like I look at people who are consistent and where are they consistent. And being a finisher in this game is the key aspect to being great. And that's you're finishing top level guys. One of the guys that we're fighting, Ilia Topuria, you faced. And did I hear that you did not have a coach?
No, so
what happened there?
You guys gonna love this story. This is fucking crazy. So I remember I was 3 winning streak. I was feeling top of the world, right? And you're saying about staying the same and like being you. I was like, my first run in the UFC, I was kind of like hiding my way of. Because I almost was like, well, I'm not getting finishes, and I know what this business wants, I know what this company wants, and all that stuff, and you can see too, right? You know, I was like, I've always been a student of the game, where like just seeing, like learning, just like watching other people's mistakes or watching how they do this, how they do that, market themselves and all that. And I was like, okay, cool. But I never like just kind of stuck with myself in the first one. I was like, that stick to yourself. It's gonna be the best thing in the world, you know, and. So I remember I was like 3 winning streak, and then I got a phone call. Hey, you fighting in the Fight Island? Songwoo Choi. I was supposed to fight Songwoo Choi.
And they got switched.
Awesome, yeah. And I was like, the whole camp, bro, has been grappling, take him down, beat him up, right? And then I remember I'm flying to Abu Dhabi. So I fly to Vegas first. We gotta get tested,
yep.
And then we
we've done that 3 times.
Yeah,
I've done it 3 times.
Mind you, my coaches were already there because we had a few teammates fight, so they were already there. So my coach was like, "Hey, I'm not gonna come back and do it again."
Totally.
So he's like, "I'm just gonna stay there." So he stayed almost a month in Abu Dhabi.
Damn.
Which I was like,
because you had to go through like the Vegas one first, like the 2 days in Vegas.
Abu Dhabi.
Same thing we did. Yeah.
So I do the test, pass the test in Vegas, fly to Abu Dhabi. As soon as I land, I get a call. Well, right before I fly to Abu Dhabi, I get a call. Hey, your opponent fell out. We got you in guys, like 8-0. Never seen the 3rd round, all finishes. And I was like, great, awesome. What is he? A wrestler, right? And I was like, oh, okay, cool, awesome. And then, so I land, and this is why I hate, bro. And I'm always honest with like my feelings and my insecurities and all that. Like I learned to like just kind of like
be truthful.
Because
that's
the
how
more
you
you try
shit.
to hide, the more worse it gets.
Awareness
right?
is everything.
Exactly. So I would never, ever, ever fly out by myself ever again. I would never do that ever again. Like that's just not. So like now I fly my team out every Tuesday. The whole thing we fly out.
Great.
I was like, I can't do this. Like
you need that.
I don't think a fighter should be alone at all in fight week. No, I really do believe that. I think
I'm the same way as a coach. So that was hard on my gym because I was traveling so much with athletes, and when I go out on Tuesday, the gym would fall apart.
Exactly.
I hear all these stories, but I was around lots of teams who were great, like Greg Jackson, who was a mentor to me. He was a guy that would go out on the Fridays and help the weight cut, those types of things, and just looking from the side, like he is one of the best cornermen and one of those things. But when it comes to the athlete, I was just always that guy because I come from the boxing world. I'm like, I'm with you at all times. I need to know when you're up. I need to know when you're down. I need to know when you're, feeling weak, feeling hungry. Like we're there to support you. And I think that's one of the best things that you can do is be selfish in that area and demand that. Especially
100%.
high-level fighters out there, there's going to be times when you're growing up through the scene that you're going to have to do a lot of things on your own. But once you start to prove yourself, start to ask for what you need. And that's what makes a great coach is the coach that goes, yes, absolutely. I'll do whatever you need because we work for the athlete. Remember, the athlete does not work for the coach, does not work for the promotion, does not work for the manager. I will say it over and over and over. The best fighters in the world demand what they need, and they get what they deserve. So I love that you're doing that.
Yeah, and I feel like in the end of the day, it comes back. We all want to win. It's like
Absolutely.
it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It's like
Totally.
It's like you said. It's like the coaches, and I feel like me and Mark were always like kind of like learn the ways to find how to deal with me and all that. You know, Mark comes from a background of like, hey, this is what we're doing things and all that. And I was like, okay, well, sometimes I didn't like this and this and that. And the fact that you said it, he was like literally last week. He was like, do you want me to take that off your hand? Let me handle that. And sure, I just let it handle it, and then he actually handled it, you know. And I'm like, it kind of like help each other, like we want to win and succeed. You
Communication,
know what I mean? Exactly.
Communication is like a relationship. And Youssef, I'm gonna challenge you on this area because I've known Mark for a long period of time. This type of thing is gonna help you in every area of your life. When you feel something, bring it to attention. It's mental countering. It's just like in a fight. You got to find a counter, and you're not going to know what it is. But if you feel it and you see it, you got to start working on that counter instantly. And if we go, oh, well, I'm worried about this or I'm worried about that, when we start to worry, that's where we start to get in that future mindset or something that's happened in the past. Being in the present moment and saying, if I feel it, our systems, it's like if I'm driving a freaking car, this drives me crazy. Like if I'm driving a car and my gas tank is like at an eighth of tank, and I'm just like, just deal with it later. And you pull it over on the side of the fucking road, wait for someone to get you a gas can. The whole thing is we have gauges. Our feelings are gauges. And whatever you're feeling, take control of that feeling right away. And Mark is one of those guys. Stands out to me because I've known Mark for 2 decades. And we've competed against each other. We've always had the utmost respect for each other because he's one of those guys that cares so much that it gets him in trouble sometimes.
Yes.
Because he cares too much. And you can never care too much. The whole thing is the communication of saying what you need to do at that point is what makes Mark great. If you ask him, he will do it. He's one of the most humble guys. And I've never met a coach that, and I've been around the greatest of coaches. No one takes winning more serious than that guy. I mean, I'll tell you what, like I've seen him lose, I've seen him win. And there is a different mentality. It doesn't break him if he loses, but he doesn't accept it. And that's what makes a great coach.
He gets
having
all mad.
someone like that. Well, that's the whole thing. It's like it's real. It's like a lot of times we can be like, oh, on to the next. Absolutely, you can gain from a loss, and you can also lose from a win. Like if your intent is to get better every freaking time, that's what it takes. It takes the awareness to know what situation I am right now and how am I going to deal with it. And that's why I love that you're with Mark is one of those guys I've looked up to for a long time. And again, his loyalty to his squad like a family gets him in trouble. I've gotten in trouble so many freaking times. And this is why I'm so grateful to be able to just coach a few guys now because I had to have certain guys around to be able to have partners and have these things. I ran 7 gyms for 27 years.
Experience is the best teacher.
Dude, when you're talking about the muscle farm, when I lost all my guys to muscle farm, and I was like, you know what, I'm starting over, and I just got this 13,000 square foot gym from a 6,000 square foot gym.
But you stuck to yourself. That's what's
stuck to
most
myself,
important. That's what's most important. I feel like that's the lesson you learn is like you're not trying to prove anything to nobody. You're just doing what you love and enjoy, and then you're proving it to yourself. And I feel like that's the biggest thing. I feel like people don't understand. And it's crazy that you said that. The thing is, my first run, and I remember the Cater fight, which is crazy because I was like winning. I won 2 in a row, 3 in a row, and then they were like, boom, give me Cater top 10. And that feeling I was hiding of where I'm like, I don't know if I want to do this. I don't know if I want to do this. That's what got me in trouble in the first round of the UFC is because I don't want to embarrass myself. And I'm like, I don't need to do this. I don't need to do that. Don't do, why? You know, and then kind of like start guessing
But why do you feel that? It's fear.
Yeah, 100%.
So fear is the best gauge that we can have. When you have fear in your life, you will know what you really want to have in this world. And what I mean by that is if it doesn't scare you, then it's like, how do you get up for it? And if there's that ending piece of that fear of like, oh, if this happens, this is going to happen. Like, you want that. So the whole thing is taking that risk and doing those types of things. Again, the Ilia Topurias, the Josh Emmett's, I mean, first round submission, like, bro, it's like crazy of what you can do when you put yourself in that position. And a lot of times people don't want to put themselves in that position. They don't want to take a risk, whether it's business, whether it's a relationship, whether it's just like, I just don't know if I'm, should be rewarded with this. No one's rewarded with anything. It's earned. And when you go out there and do things like that, especially coming back and having three losses in a row and getting cut from the UFC, and the guys that you were facing, and then going out there in the local division and just making waves and then coming back, bro. Like, again, 5 fights in a UFC win streak, 8 fights in a row, shows who you are, your growth. Everybody's scared. The whole thing is we're all human, and that's the cool thing about having these podcasts is fighters are human. And a lot of people think things don't scare them. I don't care who you are. You're dealing with what you're facing. And when you could have a fight at the flagpole after school where like, hey, we got to meet at 3:00. We're going to have a fight. I've had a few of those. And those are scary. You're at every class going, damn, there's only 7 minutes left till the class gets out. What's going to happen? When you're facing someone that's training for your style, that's watching your tapes, the more information you have out there that can study you, it becomes more fearful. The more experience you get, the more people are watching. So there's so much more leverage and influence on that situation that makes it really hard. But the whole thing is, if you let all that shit go and you stay centered you stay you, performances, and Justin says it the best. When you're a 3-round fighter, you only have to be great for 15 fucking minutes. And when you're a 5-round fighter, it's 25 minutes. Have the best 25 minutes of your life. And when you can focus on that and put your mindset into that, it's only 25 minutes. And the funniest thing is when you get into fights, I'll never forget that every time, why am I doing this? Getting my hands wrapped. And then you get in there and you're like, what was I scared of?
Yeah.
Like, I did, like, bro, the first 30 seconds, it's just like, bro, it's like flow.
You should talk to Mark. Just ask him about me when I get a fight. It's insane, bro. Like the amount of like craziness that goes in my head, it's just crazy. I'm like, hey, like I analyze the fight. I'm like, okay, I have an idea of what this guy does, and I'm like, especially the first 4 weeks of the camp, I'm like studying hard, and then I forget about it the last 3 or 4 camps. Like, I'm very hard on myself. Like
last 3 or 4 weeks. Yeah.
Mark hates it about me. He's like I remember after the Cato fight, I won, and he was like, "The fuck, you just outstrike a striker." He came in this and that, and I was like, "I look like shit." He said, "You look like what?"
Yeah.
I like sounded like kind of like this and that, but I was like, I always wanted like better, like almost better, right? Now,
always.
and I can't.
Why
remember.
settle?
Yeah, and then
Doesn't it feel though different though when you fight and then you watch it? You're like, oh, it wasn't that bad.
yeah, that's why
It's always like that. You're like, damn, I look like
what the
shit,
fuck?
and then
I
you
was
watch
like-
it like, oh, that shit was nice.
Yeah, I was like, I'm trying to be all perfect and shit. I was like, you're never gonna be perfect in fucking fighting, you know? It's like, well, some things can happen, you know. But I was like, but like you said, just that fear. You once you get comfortable with like just being there and like, I think it's the reps, it's the mental reps, like in the sparring, in the cage, and all that stuff. Once you get like mentally repped and set with that stuff, it becomes a lot more comfortable. Like you said, you go in, because I'm nervous as shit when I walk into the arena. And then as soon as I get wrapped up, it's okay, now it's changed. Now, like, you've done all the work,
process.
you know? But I think a lot of fighters deal with insecurities of way of not putting the insecurities out in camps and all that, and like dealing with it right now. Hey, I don't feel comfortable with this, or I'm not doing good with this. I'm not doing with this. Why did I look like shit today? You know what I mean? Even though you recovered, you did this, all that, you know. But there's a lot of mental part of it, and I think that's what I got comfortable with and understood from the first run and the second run. Because the first run, I was really. I told coach, I was like, that was literally pure discipline and talent. That was not confidence. That was not purpose. I think that was the biggest thing of the first one and second one, is the purpose of why am I here, you know, and why I do this, you know, and because you said we're in the end of the day, we're humans. So
speaking of the why, so we have a thing called the what owns you, and that's the why, the W, the H, and the Y. the what hones you. Purpose is everything in anything that you do in life. The tackling fuel, are you doing it for family? Are you doing it for recognition? Are you doing it to be stamped in the history books? What makes you do what you do? Because you're a fighter. And again, people, like in the beginning, it's fun. It's kind of like a cool thing. It's an ego thing in the beginning. But as you start to become a professional and you're not fighting for free no more, you're not an amateur no more, now you're professional, and you're putting all this stuff on the line, it becomes a career. What hones you?
So it was two different things, right? And the first one, it was like I thought I was cool. I thought I was, because a lot of people say like I'm a character, right? But it's like I used to be super shy, super behind. I'm always scared.
Really?
Oh, bro, it was
Me
so
too.
bad.
I was the same way.
It was so bad. Like I used
That's
to.
why
be
you're
so
a character.
Scared.
That's why you're funny.
I'm like
That's how it made me
I don't
funny.
want to talk.
Yeah.
I don't, because I feel like embarrassed to talk. I feel like I didn't speak English well. I still don't speak English well, but fuck it, you know.
Either is Luke. He's lived in America his whole life.
I got you, bro.
Welcome to the
He's
club,
spoken
bro.
the language the whole life.
Yeah, we both got CTA. You know what I'm saying?
That's that new claim, dog. I'm telling you.
No, but yeah, it was crazy. Like I really did not have a purpose or what holds me, you know. And it's like for me, it was like I thought I was just cool. I thought I'm like the biggest thing what I learned, and that's why I try to teach these upcoming guys is we do everything to blend in. Literally in the society, in general, in school, I was just trying to blend in. I remember this is like, when you watch a movie and the camera just freezes and like you kind of like hit with a flash grenade. I remember walking into a cafeteria and then literally just sit there and I'm like, I look to my left and it's all the cool kids, the basketball, football, volleyball girls. I look to the right, it's like the quiet, nerdy kids, and then you got the Arab kids, the Mexicans and all that. And I was like, so it was kind of like weird for me, and I was like, which side do I need to blend in and then kind of feel like I'm there, you know what I mean? So I think that was my first time in, and like what most important to me is for the second run is it's my brother that passed away. I feel like I've done a lot of work and a lot of things, but there was not a purpose in life. And I feel like at any second we could lose our life. Literally, we could lose our life in any second. So for me, that was what's most important to me is like, I learned that it doesn't matter if you have a worse day, bad day, great day, fantastic day, you still have to show up, you know? And the fighting taught me that in a way, but also life taught me that, you know what I mean? I've been blessed enough to have good people around me in my life, and instead of just focusing like in first round, focusing so much on the money and all this and that, I'm like, you go do what you do, you'll get what money that you all dreamed about and all you have about. So I think that's the biggest thing for me. It's like my why and my brother. And I feel like I had that disappointment in the first one to him. That's how I felt, you know? And I know people say, oh, no, you did give it your all, blah, blah. I was like, not to me. I was like, no, I really don't think I gave that Youssef a chance, you know? And I feel like that's what drives me. That's what wakes me up. That's what like all this and that. And then they is like, I'm just being me, you know, and then kind of being that. But I think that's the biggest thing. And I'm like, I'm really not trying to blend in. I was like, you like it. But I know it's like what I'm doing in this world is purposeful and what's important to me. And it's making me smile. And I think it brings smiles on people's faces.
Absolutely
so,
do.
and I
It's
try.
a pleasure to be around. For sure.
I appreciate you.
Yeah,
No, pleasure's mine, man. Like I said, and that's how I feel. I feel like that's what drives me.
You know, you said something like that really brought something to my attention. You know, you had a first run in the UFC, and you did it, and you were like, you know, hey, that was the cool part of it, and everything. And then to get cut from the UFC, you know how I always say, get fired, like I did. You get fired, right?
Yeah.
And when I did, I just was like, okay, well, what's next? I'm not gonna fight. You know, we fought Canada overseas. You know, I didn't even think about coming back and getting my job back at the UFC. I did it. I was like, well, I guess I'm just,
He's seen
all
the
good.
pink slip, and he's like, oh, it's
I'm
over.
gone, right?
Hey, no, he went to WWE.
I said, when I'm in a bad mood.
I would have not been a bad move, but I'm telling you that.
But like for me, like even Dustin Jacoby, right? Same thing. Got released, and to come back and to put on another run, like to me that shit is just. I didn't have that shit in me. I was like, oh, you know what I mean? Like this is. It's so awesome to hear it come from you. Like, yeah, I got cut, but I'm back now, and I'm who I'm supposed to be.
Oh, it was rough.
And define purpose.
Yeah, people
Define the
don't
purpose.
understand that. Exactly. It's like, what happened? I got, like, people don't understand. Like, I've been blessed enough and grateful. That's why I'm, like, super grateful to got all that experience at a young age and then to learn it now and, like, to really just a whole different Youssef. It's like, it's crazy to me. That's why I'm, like, saying I am a big believer in everything happens for a reason. And then for me, it was like, I was like, wow, it's like I was really being tested if I can handle this at 23 years old in the UFC. You know what I mean? And I feel like, because I remember when I got signed, I was like the 6th youngest fighter, and like I was like, oh, happy as shit. And I'm like, oh my God, let's do this, do that. You know what I mean? But there was literally, I don't think a single purpose in my life that I said I want to be a world champion and I will be a world champion and all this stuff. But I did not, I was hesitant when I said I'm going to be a world champion. What about if he like survives this? What about if he does this? What about if he does that? What about if there's this? And the craziest thing, and I'm telling you about the insecurities and all that, I remember to like my eyes till this day. It's like with Cater, first 2 rounds, fantastic, great game plan. The game plan was take him down, and I was like, as soon as I tried to take him down, didn't work. I was like, okay, well, fuck, we gotta go do that to the plan B. And then I remember the 3rd round, I'm literally shaking my hand, and I'm about to go in, and I look across, and then remember that flash grenade that I told you, literally just got hit, and I was like, oh fuck. It was like dead silence. You fight in top 10. Fuck, this is Cater. Fuck, this is like I started putting the bigger name in his face. You know what I mean? And I'm like, in fighting, fuck that. Like I respect you. In the end of the day, I'm gonna try to fucking go kill you. That's just the goal is. You know what I mean? And it was kind of like hard for me, you know. And I'm like,
Totally.
It was kind of like super hard for me, and it's like weird, you know. And
This is our own inner thoughts that we have all the time. Like that, there could be another voice. It could be a family member who said you're never going to make it at a certain point. It could be from watching people not do it. You could see it from people in your gym giving up, and you could see them quitting on themselves. Like there's a lot of things that start to create these little flashes, or I call them red flags. Like where they happen in a scenario, and you have to name or figure out what caused that. But yeah, right now, you said he was top 10. Okay, you're number 7 in the world right now. You said, I believe I'm going to be a champion. You truly believe you're going to be a champion.
I will be a world champion.
100%.
100%.
So I love the way that you said that. And that is externalizing the internal champion.
Yeah.
If you make a decision to say, this is who I'm going to be and this is what I'm going to do my best doing, we can never control what's outside of us. I love the goosebumps. Because again, that's nerve endings. When we can get the nerve endings, because you're releasing the vibration, what's inside of you. And when you start to realize that you can see the belt, you can feel it, you can smell it. I held the belt after the Patty Pimblett fight because I was visualizing over and over me holding the belt, not Justin, because I can't control what he's going to do or what's going to happen in that fight. But everything that I'm going to do from my performance standpoint, I said, I owe it to hold this belt all night because I could only picture myself with the weight of it because I felt the weight of a belt before, and I know what it feels like. I remember picturing myself walking outside of my body where I see the back of our team walking and the belt is over my shoulders. And in this picture, I have the belt on right here. I've never done that before. I've never been like, hey, it's always the fighter's belt. But like when you can dig into what's inside of you and say, I see it, I smell it, I feel it, it brings this awareness to you to a daily process of you're doing everything in your power to that number one goal. And you have to obsess it. And with the confidence of how you just said that, and I ask fighters all the time, if someone breaks in your house, are you going to win that fight? If they're going to attack your family, no one's ever going to lose that fight because there's no, well, how big is he? Is he a left-hander? Is he a wrestler? So that's the thing. But like you said, the flash grenade. We can't have a flash grenade go on when something like that's happened. It's real. And when you take fighting to be real and not say, hey, I need to win this round, I need to win this round. No, I have a task at hand, and I need to be able to respond at every moment to this fight.
100%.
Not react, respond. And what I mean by reaction is someone breaking into your house through the window that you're sleeping in the bed. You're going to wake up with a reaction. Then you have to pull yourself back and be ready to respond, because you might be jumping over to someone that's already got a knife coming at you. You might want to get your wife to the side and get space. Like, you need to start to respond. And only time that you can respond is when you're conscious. Reactions are going to come from subconscious type of traits. And I love how you said, hey, in training, if I know I had a bad day, yes, jot it down, write it down. What could I have done better? Could I showed up early? Could I have stretched better? Was I not warm when I got in there? Assess everything. Obsess every piece to the process. And the whole key is, when you start to do everything right, doesn't mean that you're going to perform, but confidence is the most important piece to everything. If someone's breaking in my house, I don't give a fuck who you are. You're not getting through me. I don't care. I don't care the size of them. But
Who cares?
when I start to assess,
yeah.
and without confidence, the confidence comes from coming late to training, missing 2 days of training, drinking one night and not coming into training, not performing because I was just like not trying. I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna just get through this workout. I don't feel good. Accepting the feeling that I don't feel good. And just being like, damn, I'm just sick, and being weak. Like, the whole mindset is, if someone breaks in your house, I don't care if you have the flu. You don't have the flu at that fucking moment.
You sound like my strength conditioning coach. And this is why I said the insecurities that you have to get comfortable with and like put it out there, because you can't say you're going to be a world champion and like you said, you're drinking, you're not doing this, you're not doing that. It's like, you're not. It's like, sure, you might, because of talent. Sometimes you get lucky out of the odds and then you get it. You know what I mean?
Becomes gambling.
Exactly. But you'll find one day you find that motherfucker that's good at both the talent and hard work. And I remember it's like, I always have a hard time sleep. I don't sleep that good. And
that's because you're a thinker.
Yeah, bro.
That's because you got shit ahead of you.
Non-fucking
When you got stuff in front of you, it's hard to sleep.
Bro, you can ask Mark. I like, sometimes I fucking way too much, bro. Way too much. And I'm like,
I can.
High energy like me, bro.
You just said, literally,
you got something ahead of you. How do you go to sleep?
The sparring, I literally told him, I was like, bro, I feel like shit. I'm like, maybe I should change the warm up. Maybe I should do this. Maybe I should do that. And I'm like, I'm doing, like I'm started doing things like that, right? And kind of like this whole situation, and I kind of seeing it, and I'm like, okay, like this and that. But the best one was, I walk into strength conditioning because I train at 7 a.m. and 6 a.m. 7 a.m. on Mondays, 6 a.m. on Wednesdays. And I told him, I was like, I slept like 2 hours, woke up like shit. And I used to look up my whoop a lot, but I was like, I didn't give a shit now. I was like, I walked in, he was like 20% recovery, all this. And then he looked at me, he's just like literally like this. Well, we still gotta go perform.
Doesn't matter.
Stop being a bitch.
Straight up.
I can tell.
I go in, bro. I go in. I had a better day when a full recovered day. It's just crazy, like you said, the confidence, the mentality of having that. But what I learned is having that safety, your safety zone, and you're built. It's like a computer. The more data you put in that computer, the safer, the less the reactive you get. You know what I mean? And I feel like the more I put in, the more, let me put more gigabytes in this. Let me add this, let me add that. I don't have to react. I'm like, okay, you know everything. You start to be good at everything. And especially with this sport, what I learned is you have to be good at everything, because plan A don't always work.
Not always.
But like fucking plan A, you're like, holy shit, like this game plan didn't work, coach. Like, what the fuck are we doing next? You know what I mean? And that's what kind of like I got comfortable with. And I think that's the biggest change that got me into like really focusing on seeing things differently. I do analyze a lot. Like that's just my style. I do believe like IQ is very important. You can beat a bigger guy. You can beat whatever guy it is. You know what I mean? If you do the right things mentally and all that, like I think you can beat anybody in the world.
Flexibility. So you going in there and only having 2 hours of sleep, that doesn't make an excuse. The whole thing is when you're doing things, you got to know how to build things up into confidence. Like if you're like, dude, I sprained my ankle and I'm still in there training and still doing things. You don't look at that like, oh, I lost a week out of camp. No, I was still able to get my workout done because of my mindset. When I had a better workout off of 2 hours of work, that's a perspective. That's looking at it and going, I found a way to make it better. There's always a way to find the right way. And it's always task at hand. It's a target. Don't get your eyes off the target. When we start looking away from the board, well, if I'm tired, I can't even hit the board on a dartboard. No, it's always the bullseye. And dialed in focus, the body will do the most amazing things. Last night in the main event, with Olberg.
Insane.
Dude, with his knee clearly going out, and he found the left hook. That's greatness. Like, greatness is like at a point, if I was a coach at that point, I'm looking at him and going, if he comes back to the round and we're just going to take damage, obviously I'm going to be watching the flow of what's happening. If there's not an opportunity, and in my mind, there was no opportunity. He did the unthinkable. He found a way to find that left hook, and that's greatness. So anytime that you're going through struggles, life is struggle. Training is fun. Like, we love what we do, but training's hard.
Oh, terrible.
Dude, it's the
Fucking
sleep,
camps
like you
are
said,
terrible.
Thinking about who you're fighting with, you get this
It's
vision
the
in your
worst
head.
fucking
It's
thing
so
in the world.
hard.
I swear, I told
Totally.
I remember, bro, this is me being open in camps and all that. That Josh Emmett camp was one of the worst camps for me. I was so fucking terrified that I'm like,
Dude, he's a puncher.
oh my God, bro, the whole fight. Like, people say, you didn't look fucking terrified at all. I was like, no, you can ask my fucking coaches. I was so fucking terrified and scared. I'm like, bro, it's like all these thoughts go in my head. I'm like, okay, you're young, you're coming in, you get beat, now you're this. So I got comfortable. That's why I push all these thoughts in my head the first 3 weeks of my fight. And what I started doing is I'll watch these guys' fights, like study them. And as soon as I'm done with that, I watch my fight.
Good.
I always watch my
So you
fight,
go back to
finish
yourself, yeah.
it
So you're not
finish it
living
with
with
my
them,
fight.
yep.
Exactly. So finish my fight, and I'm like, because before what I do, and I remember I did that with Caters, like I just put in so much shit and so much bigger name that I'm like, oh my God, he's this, he's that, he's one of the best strikers in the world, one power, boom, 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 boom. And I'm like, so I kind of like start living with it, and started believing it. It started to become to a
Becomes
belief.
a roommate, and all of a sudden he's the alpha roommate.
Exactly. So I'm like, it's crazy how you can see the small stuff, right? And then like when you after the fight, and I'm like, okay, well, thank fucking God that was a win. Now we get to learn from a fucking win and then move on. You know what I mean?
Totally.
And not just because I know a lot of fighters do this shit, and you get complacent. You get away with the win, you pull that off, and then you be like, yeah, I'll be fine. I'm not worried about it. Yeah, I'll be
shining that right hand.
Exactly.
You're like, oh, look, I didn't even need to run that much.
That money was good. That second check was good.
Like, oh,
I like
damn.
that.
I overtrained.
I like that. Yeah,
I
yeah.
overtrained.
I don't have to work extra 6 months now because of that extra check, But that's what I'm saying. Like, reality and being realistic with yourself, I think that's one of the biggest lessons I learned in my life. Like, because we're fighters, you can make it easy of saying, oh, my coach did this, I didn't have the right training, I didn't have the right this, I didn't have the right that. In the end of the day, we fucking fight, right? There's a difference between good and elite. I think the difference between good and elite is coaching and also like strategy, And I think that's the difference between that. But I can't remember I can't remember what podcast was. It was like, to be a world champion, you have to be good at one sport. You have to be great at one sport, whatever sport you chose to grow up. But I'm like, now you look at it and I'm like, well, that doesn't fucking work. I was like, you got a guy that's striker, Izzy comes in and is 5-0, becoming a world champion. And I'm like, you got Alex Pereira, not a single ground game, and then comes in and wins a world title. So it's like, it's all delusional in a way, but it's also like realistic of, it's very possible if you have the right training and the right mentality going into
mindset.
it. Yeah.
It's a mindset. Like I said, someone breaking in your house, someone with that adrenaline and controlled adrenaline where things slow down. I know you've been in fights where you're like, man, I didn't remember shit. And then all of a sudden you're like, I remember that. But I watch it. And there's times where things slow down where you're like, bro, in the moment, like in that mode. It's amazing at what someone can do with purpose and that dialed in determination. And with that, the externalizing your internal champion. Do you visualize? Do you set goals? Like, what is the keys to those aspects from an internal standpoint? Like, I used to dream of belts, and this is when I was boxing as an amateur before I ever became and I never was professional, but planning on going professional. I would dream about belts, and I'd picture myself with the belts, and I would just see it. And anytime someone said, how are you going to do that? I'd be like, I'm going to show you how I'm going to do it. So I use it for motivation and those different types of tricks from the internal, because I think the mindset is everything. Again, someone comes at you and it's real. If you defend yourself, sometimes someone who's bullied and pushed into the corner too many times, that dude will fuck up so many people when he lets it out. And he's like, you know what? Because energy is everything. And the whole thing is what we bring from the inside to the outside. A lot of people fear that. A lot of people are scared to do that.
100%.
One of the most uncomfortable things is like Kamaru, the Nigerian nightmare. The nightmare is That's not who he is on the outside. He's a nice guy. He wants to talk to everybody, super cool, super humble. And then all of a sudden, when it comes to that guy, he turns into a different dude. And we're scared of that guy. That's our other self. That's the person who's an asshole, who doesn't give a fuck, who's like, I'm going to look at you while you're down. And then it takes, 30 seconds to come back and you're like, oh shit, I was standing over and flipping him off after I just knocked him out. But that's the hunger and the want. So from internally, what do you do? Is there any processes that you do? Do you visualize? Have you dreamt since being a child?
Oh fuck, bro. That's why I don't sleep. I think, but it's like the whole fight. Like even in my fighting, for example, I dream about winning. I dream about losing. I dream about, okay, what if he did this? What if he did that? And like back to saying what you said, the goals and stuff like that. I used to set goals that like very comfortable. You can make very comfortably. You can do. Save this much, do this much, do this, do that. But it's like when I started, like look at my interviews last year after my Josh Emmett fight, I went in. No, it was even not just Emmett. It was like Jack Shore. I went in and I said, I want to be headline in the Apex. I want to headline. Give me a fight. I want a headline, and I will headline. And I was like, okay. And I started feeling like a little bit, I was like, fuck, that didn't happen in 2025. I was like, that was the goal, make it happen in 2025. And I was like, okay. But I looked at the opportunity and I was like, well, that set you off for a bigger thing. You know what I mean? Totally. And I think once you set goals that like really scare you, I know you said it in the beginning. It's like, once those goals really scare you, you're like, you do shit that you don't think you could do. You know what I mean? And then you push your body to something else. But yeah, in fighting for me, like in my fights, at least in my life, I look at like every fucking scenario you can think of. And I told this to coach. It's hilarious. So I get all crazy first 3 weeks. And then midweek, I'm like the best. I'm like, okay, pum, 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 pum. And then I get on fight week, fucking amazing, fantastic. Bro, as soon as I start the fucking weight cut. Yeah. As soon as I start the weight cut.
It becomes so real.
Bro.
It becomes so real.
I swear to God.
And then you're sacrificing so much. You're like, why am I doing this before I'm supposed to perform and I feel like this right now?
Bro.
And I'm only an hour into my cut and I still got an hour and a half to go.
And then I start thinking, I'm like, he's gonna fuck you up.
Yeah.
Like he's losing gonna fuck you up. Like that's my thoughts in my head. Like he's gonna fuck you up. Is this, is that, and this and this and that. As soon as the weight cut is over, make weight, change guy. Right? And then like kind of like that. But that's like how my brain works, to be honest. I
think a lot of fighters are like
that. You're sick
but
before you fight.
A lot of people are scared of saying something like, I'm not scared.
No,
I'm like fucking
that's
big
the
boss.
best.
I'm like this, that. I'm like, okay, bro. Like
George St. Pierre would always be so honest with how scared he was to fight. He would run to the octagon. If you go and watch George St. Pierre fight, he will run to the octagon. Never do this again. Never sign a contract. Never again. I'm done. Yep. And then, dude, he go out there and perform. And Rose, when Rose was scared, she was the same way. Like when Rose had someone that was devastating in front of her, fear is the most important tool that we could use because we need that tackle and fuel. And the tackle, the water's better. I always go back to the tackle and fuel. What you say about my mama? Dude, but like you have to have that tackle and fuel. If you're scared and you know there's no getting out of this, you need to go. If you're a gladiator back in the day and they chose you to go in that arena, the Coliseum, and you have no choice, you're in that locker room in the bottom. It's either you step the fuck up or go out there and sacrifice yourself and look to the heavens and say a prayer why they killing you. It's the fight or flight. And that's what makes fighters great, is accepting fear is not a bad thing. It's a driving tool. And when you start to really get comfortable with that word fear. Fear, if you're looking at fear from this direction and I'm looking through it, on the opposite side is faith. If I'm looking away from fear, fear is always facing me. If I face fear, I am turning that fear opposite into faith. Face anything that scares you and watch how you perform. If you're relaxed and you don't give a shit, you don't care if you win. You're just like, hey, even like Cub Swanson last night. He fought on a retirement fight, one of the best fights he has fought in so long. I was so impressed by Cub because he went out there and he wasn't like, I'm going out there and being like, cool, I've already done this, I've already done that.
Yeah,
this ain't getting me to another title fight. He goes, I'm gonna go out there and I'm willing to go out on my shield. And whoever's in front of me, dude, his reactions, his eyes open, dude, the look, his sharpness, he looked like a young dude. And I've
I
known
thought he was
Cub.
gonna. I thought he was not gonna retire. To be honest, after that performance, I was
Like, how do you
holy
do that?
shit.
But that was a commitment, and that's
I
that
wouldn't have. I was
decision.
getting paid again.
You know, it's especially after that high. You know, once you get that high, but it's one of those things. It's a decision. Make those decisions very like you have to be in control of the way that you think. And you're very similar to me without the sleep. When I go to sleep, and if I wake up, like I can fall asleep so easy. When I wake up, if I get one thought about something, I cannot get rid of that thought. And I think
Until
it's
it's
a great
done.
thing. At our last fight, when Justin had watched, I thought you guys were watching a fight because I heard the fight and I was about to take a nap.
Patty
It
fight,
was the
right?
daytime. We just got done with our little pre-workout.
Shake out.
And I heard someone watching a fight. And then after the fight was done, I heard Justin goes, "Yeah, that's a strong motherfucker." And I was like, "Oh, who did you watch?" And he's like, "I just watched the Chandler fight." And he hadn't watched a fight all the way up outside of the first like 2 weeks when he got the contract for Patty. And I watch it. I always watch their last fight before I go to sleep the night before fight day. And it's because I don't want to sleep. I want to be up scared. And I know that my nap that I get after the workout is going to allow me to get into like a deep, short sleep where I don't sleep too much because I want to feel that uncomfortableness. I love that feeling of uncomfortableness. That's like living to me. It's like it's so uncomfortable that you only get so many times with it. And when he had said that, I popped out and I was like, "Oh, look at this, look at that, look at that, look at that." So I was ready to go with that because my mind was ready on looking at those key pieces. And it was great. And that's one of those things that when you can allow yourself to say, "Hey, if something's coming in that's keeping me awake, you don't need to sleep." Like, you know, you always have to rest. Rest is one of the missed issues in this sport. But when it comes to dialing in how this thing works, we have to be lasered in and trust that your adrenaline and your body will get into a line that you will be able to perform at the highest level without sleep, whether you're in Abu Dhabi and the cars are going across the racetrack, whether it's hot, whether it's cold. And again, the scenario of what you're dealing with, and the best part is you're facing another man. We get to deal with this at the White House. That it's going to be in the summer, in July, with humidity outside. Not a lot of people are not thinking about that. The bugs, we don't know what it is. Is it daytime?
bro.
Is it nighttime? Like, we don't know what that is. But again, so is Ilia. So the whole thing is when we start to think about things like that, people question, like, who cares? We're facing another guy that's got to deal with the same thing. So those types of things of overthinking. Overthinking is a great thing. Don't run from the backpack that carries you down and holds you down. If you just keep pushing it back, it's going to wear you down.
Don't run to comfort.
Your back's going to hurt.
Don't
back,
run, yeah.
exactly. If your back hurts, you're stressing. So
Yeah.
I love that you don't sleep and you're aware of
Oh
that.
yeah, I like
Honesty.
you said, it was like my strength and conditioning coach always use your superpowers. Your superpowers.
Totally.
You can fight with no sleep. You can do this no sleep. You can do this and then that, and that's what I kind of like focus on because I kind of I do really look at things. And I'm like, what about if I just sleep? What about if my body's just like weird, bro? Like I go to PT, my body's just like weird as fuck. It's like one side is bigger than the other.
totally.
Like what the fuck's going on?
Pretty
You know?
natural.
You're like,
Yeah, 'cause you got a strong side,
I
you're
was
like-
like, that fucking,
When they tell you that shit, no, it doesn't scare you. Though. You're like,
yeah,
damn, I'm an inch longer on the right side.
I'm crooked as fuck, bro. What's going on over here? You know, and then I watch like embedded into some shit. I'm like, this guy's doing this guy's doing that. I'm like, well, maybe I should do this. And he looks at me, he's like, change what? What you did got you here,
Yeah,
and you're
exactly.
still doing it. It's like it's not like it didn't got you here, and that kind of like sits with me, you know. And that's why I like to have it that kind of comfort because I'm like, okay, like I do know, but like you said, it's like I'm very like I get so uncomfortable on fight camps. I get so uncomfortable in just like in general in that, but it's like when see that like that's why I tell the amateurs and I tell these guys, I'm like. In Fridays when you come in, or for our sparring days, it's Fridays, and I'm like, look, you're gonna have that fear. Don't just pass it, think, oh, I'm saving for the fight.
Yeah.
You're not. You're not gonna flip that switch. I promise you. There's only few hands that I met in my life that I'm like, what the fuck is this dude doing?
Yeah.
And then he goes in on fight day, fucking completely different dude. You know what I mean? But for me, I always look at it that way. And I'm like, look, deal with the uncomfortable right now. Face that fear right now. Okay, I'm scared to shit about this guy.
Yeah.
I'm worried about he's this. I'm worried about he's this. I'm worried about he's that. And then that's when you kind of start like really getting comfortable. Once you get comfortable, we can do anything in the world. We're humans, when comfortable, psh,
Right?
you can do whatever the fuck you want. You know what I mean? But once you get uncomfortable, you see the elite and the good. That's the difference, right?
the
And
best.
I think that's the difference between with the elite and good. Because like you're talking about Kamaru, I remember watching him and I was like, the way he just stayed composed in like the Kobe Covington fight and all that stuff, I'm like, that's elite. That's comfort. That's not worrying about anything like that's flow state, right? You once you flow state, we're the greatest creatures in the world.
Yeah. Absolutely.
I really do believe that. Once we get to that, I remember Formula One. They were talking about the drive, and he's like, once I'm in that flow state, psh, you lost me. And especially the new F1 movie. I love F1. I
totally.
love watching it. Now it's like shit now, but they changed the whole fucking
They
thing.
did?
Yeah, bro. It's like 50-50. Now it's 50 gas, 50 electricity.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's
Damn.
it's like go-kart on steroids. It's just so stupid. It's so stupid. But yeah, it was like, but it's like, you could see like the pressure.
Yeah.
And like you said, it's like the pressure of you being number one in the podium, being the first guy in the step, and then being the last guy. Different mentalities.
Totally.
It's two different mentalities, the way you go forward, backwards, and this and that. So that's to kind of learn. And I always learned from pieces, but this is, you guys are going to love this. The best thing I learned was watching Michael Jordan's Last Dance before when I got cut and then back, changed my life.
It's amazing.
Oh yeah,
Changed my life. Changed my life.
Attitude,
The way I look at things, because I'm a very petty motherfucker. I really I am. You tell me I'm not good, and I'm like, I can't wait to fucking show you
Absolutely.
how this and that and this and that.
100%.
And then for me it was kind of like that. I remember freaking Dean Thomas, and I recorded this. I'm not even bullshitting you. Ready? You guys
This is what we were talking about.
You
like,
guys
you don't
listen-
want to cut it down a fighter.
You
and
guys
stuff
listen
like
to
that.
this. You guys listen to this. Ready?
How is that not a 10-8?
He's fighting Youssef Zalal soon. I said,
Yeah, Youssef Zalal, and that's on the 25th of April.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think if it hits the ground, I think there's levels to this.
Yeah.
Did Aljo?
So I that's all I screenshotted it. I recorded it because that's how I got closer to Dean. Because one fight he was talking, he was like this and that, and I was like, he's like, oh yeah, there's no way he's gonna do this, because I remember I came in back to the UFC. I fought Billy Q, and when I fought Billy Q, go out there, be the first guy to ever submit him to this day. There's nobody ever submitted him.
I mean,
And-
10 submissions in your 18 fights.
And then the guy, I remember the post show, he was saying, yeah, Zalal looked great, but Billy didn't look the same. Billy did this, start taking away from all my performance, right? And then I walked up to him and I told him that, and I'm like, this and that, and I'm like, okay, cool. So the next fight, I do it again. And then the next fight, I do it again. And then all this stuff, and I'm like, kind of like, that dopamine for me to get,
Have that.
to prove you fucking wrong,
Yes.
it's the biggest thing. And I'm
That's
like,
the best shit you could ever have,
bro. And I was like, I look at small things, right? And I love when people think they're confident. And this is like my worst ick, my worst nightmare, is when people think they're smarter than you. I don't give a fuck how smart you are. It's like, you don't get to treat people any different just because you're fucking smarter than them and better than them. And that's why I kind of like really got obsessed with fighting after, because I never want to fucking fight. I was terrified of fighting. I hate fucking
A
fighting.
lot of people fight because they were scared of it.
Bro, I
And
was
then you
like,
find out you learn so much about yourself.
exactly. You start like getting into deeper and all that. But I was like, I'm telling you that that show resonated with me a lot, of things like, it made me come out of my shell of the things that I do believe, and I was scared of saying it and scared of doing it. So I was like, now I look small things and this and that, and I'm like, all right. And I got something for Kamaru too, by the way. That fool in his podcast said I recorded it too, and I'm saving it too. They were talking about, they're like, oh, like, so if Aljamain wins, that's potentially a title. And I was like, you guys just forgot about Youssef. Okay, no problem. No problem. Okay.
That's what
Okay,
you need, though.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, no problem. All right, cool. And because I remember I watched on Wednesdays when we do the media day, I finish mine and then I go watch theirs to see what they said.
Totally, yeah.
And then
See where they're at, yeah.
And I know some coaches be like, "No, you can't do that. You can't be focused on that." I'm like, I don't give a
Everybody's
fuck.
different.
I
What makes
focus
you
on
work
that.
is what works.
Yeah, I'm gonna focus on that. I want to make sure every word that he fucking said better be fucking prepared.
So how
for that
does
word
it
he
work
said.
when they say good shit about you?
Oh my god, hell yeah, for cool.
They right,
Yeah,
they
cool,
right.
you know? Because think about it, bro. It's like I still to this day I feel like I'm not the craziest guy in the division. I'm not the fucking pom like all this, but like I just told him I'm like that little guy, just slowly be like, oh, Youssef's actually pretty good. Yeah, like, in there. So that's kind of my thing. And I'm like, and I want to keep it that way. Cool. It's like, whatever. For me, it's like, I do see some guys in the top 10 or top 20 or whatever the case is. you can see how they act different with the
They
fans.
put on the act. It's like the
Yeah,
guy that
and I'm
fought
like,
Curtis Blades
bro.
last
Yeah.
night. Like I love him as a fighter. I think he's a great fighter. The act, I get it. It's great for the new Paramount and again the Colby Covington type of act where you're coming out of your realm. Chael Sonnen was pretty much the first guy to really start doing it, like the WWE thing. It's funny. It's kind of a character, but it's again, I don't like people like not being who they really are and truly not who they really are. And that's like one of those things too. When you have guys like the Kamaru and the Henry Cejudos and the things like that, it's always better to come into to something that's unwinnable, because it's like the Ilia fight with Justin right now. I love it. I love that no one thinks we can win, and I love that. Like that's something that just gets me so hyped. It was the same thing with the Patty fight. How is Justin going to win the Patty fight? We fought him
Fucking
so
looked
reckless.
fantastic.
We fought him so recklessly.
Looked fantastic.
The whole thing is he didn't look fantastic from a fundamental standpoint. It was a mental.
Oh yeah,
fight.
no, not a fundamental. Yeah,
but what I'm saying is like sometimes Justin will look very sharp. Sometimes he will look chaotic. And chaos, Patty's one of those guys that he was so high on his stool and got built up that we see weaknesses. And I look for weaknesses in mentality more than I do from a technical standpoint. Obviously, the technical piece is how I build in my game plans, but the mental piece of how we build the structure is how we break people. I always want to fight someone that the next time that they fight us, they're going to fight us differently, or they don't want to fight us. It was the Poirier fight.
Yep.
Poirier came out there so aggressive, and our game was to move, pull him into us, because we fought him so aggressive last time. His leg was so beat up. He talked to Justin like 11 months afterwards, or maybe it was like 9 months, that he was still doing rehab on his leg. Yeah. And Poirier's a great dude, like a really cool dude. And then when he came out to fight us, he was like, oh, dude, he was biting down like this is going to be a war. And what we do, we circled, opened the left stance, low kicks, like a lot of picking shots, bringing him to us. So the whole thing is like, how do you go out there and show someone that they're just human? And the one thing is when people start focusing on the things outside of the sport, they become someone they're not. And you become this character. And when people start doing stuff like that, don't play into that. The whole thing is let these things show what you do and keep winning, keep doing what you do because you're spectacular in what you do. And the Sterling fight, I think, is a great thing because you're facing a former world champion. You're facing a guy who has struggled a little bit lately. Doesn't mean he's not at the greatest level still.
Dangerous. Still.
Oh,
He's
I'm
so
thinking
dangerous.
about him. Yeah, the best.
But the whole
Sterling.
thing is that's what we want.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
to get yourself being number 7 right now, like the whole thing is see that belt, feel that belt, know you're going to get there. You've got an opportunity with a champion. And I would be praising the people that are talking Sterling up because this gives you more leverage. If they don't talk Sterling up, you might go to 6. If they talk Sterling up as a former champion, the former this, I love this. I build them up. I build them up as a coach. I'm like, they're the best in the fucking world.
And
I want my fighter to know that they are the fucking best. Because after you get done with the fight, you say, hey, I just beat a former champion. I should not be number 5. I should be number 2 or number 1 fighting for the title. I just beat a former champion the way I said I was going to do it and how no one else has done it. And that creates the story because you're writing your own book right now. Write your book. And
Crazy fucking
let
book.
that- and the Dean Thomases, thank him.
Oh yeah, I know
Because
him.
I had the family members that told me that. How are you going to do that? I had friends that would tell me, Trevor, you're such a nice dude. You're a funny dude. And I'm like, bro, when you get me to a certain point, I'm a crazy motherfucker. You know, like you get me to a certain point, like you might take that as weakness, but that's because I like my environment. Like I want my
Yeah.
environment to be good. If it's a fucked up environment, I'm gonna fix it quick. And that type of thing, you're allowed to write your own story and be you to the fullest. It doesn't mean you have to be a Conor McGregor character, because a lot of these, Conor was kind of funny. Like, I really enjoyed Conor. Conor was a true character where he made me laugh. His laugh was funny.
Yeah, I think
like,
so.
like there's some people who can do it. Some people annoy me when they do it. The Colby Covingtons, the disrespect. Like, they'll never talk about the families. and
Yeah,
shit like that. But-
don't ever bring family,
But-
religion, and all that.
But that's him. So he gets the choice to do that. So they get to do that. They got to react to those pieces that it brings with it. But you being the person that you are and the realness of you talking about the true fear, because I don't care who you are, you fear. If you don't fear performing, you don't care about winning. And if I can look a fighter in the eye and they're like, oh, I'm not scared of nothing. I'm like, you're not scared to perform?
I love fighting those guys.
yeah,
Give me those
yeah,
guys all
totally.
day.
'Cause it's fake.
Really,
It's a
I
fake
really,
shell.
and this is what my biggest thing is. What I learned, everybody has a break point.
Absolutely.
I don't care who you are.
And then they leak that yolk.
I don't-
Because that shell cracks, all of a sudden that yellow yolk come out.
Exactly.
Oh,
I
damn.
don't like. I kind of look at it. It's like I remember asking all these guys, like the crazy cardio guys, were like, how you got crazy cardio? He's like, bro, I just work hard. That's it. And I'm like, all that. But it's like a lot of mental, right? But when you add like some IQ to it, like remember when Peter Yan fought Marab, everybody thought he was like unbreakable. He's kind of did this and that. And I'm like,
He's human.
body shot changes everything, right?
Absolutely.
I don't care how good of your cardio is. When you can't fucking breathe from your body, it changes everything, right? And that kind of like, that's how I look at things, right? And I'm like, oh, you think you're tough. You think you're this. I'm like, and I remember my UFC debut when I fought Austin something his name, but straight knockout. I cornered him against Ostalingo. That's his name, Ostalingo. UFC debut. Goes in,
Lingo, yep.
yeah, and he
February
said,
8th, yep.
yeah, he said his they were asking me questions. They were like, how do you feel? His last 3 fights are all in 1 minute together, combined. And I said, what? I was like, I didn't even know that. I was like, what? What the fuck? I was like, all right. And my whole goal, I was like, I'll go in there. I'm going to fucking touch this kid up. He's not even going to fucking touch me. I swear to God. And when I went back to the UFC, it was Billy Q, the same thing. I walked out first. And I'm out here moving, and I like to look at people while I'm walking in the cage, especially when I walk out first. I like to see who's there. So I fucking remember. And because the Josh Emmett fight, I had Jimmy, the basketball player Jimmy, and Drummond, whatever his name is, the Golden
the
Warriors
famous guys, yeah.
Yeah. So I was like, oh shit, that's you guys. And I'm like, right, I'm about to go fight. And then I'm like, oh shit, that's you guys, all that. But I remember Billy Q walked in and it says a stat. He says he's the number one, like most strikes landed in the featherweight division. I was like, this motherfucker is? I was like, and in my head, I just went to the ego and I was like, oh fuck no, I'm about to, like, there's no way in hell you touching me, bro. There's no way in hell. And then I was kind of like, that was my head going into and looking at that way. But yeah, that's, to me, I love fighting those people, the tough people, because I do really believe they always been the hammer. They never been the nail. Yeah. And once they're in the nail, they're uncomfortable and they break. Once you're uncomfortable and you're not comfortable with the uncomfortable, you break. I don't care who you are, you would break.
That's the key to fighting. That's why I say the technique is one thing. Everybody can look great when they're feeling great. The mentality of what do you do in very chaotic situations? That's the definition of fighters like that. I love that piece.
Well, we got to talk a little bit about your recovery.
Where you come from? You Cuban? What are you? You Puerto Rican?
Hell no.
Your comeback from getting released from the UFC, coming back, and now you're on a terror streak. Where, like, what I want to know now is rewind all this. Like, you're the Moroccan Devil, right? You're very proud of it because you see, like, you represent the flag of your heritage, where you come from. But like as a kid, growing up, what was that like? And then now to represent that flag on a huge platform, what's that feel like to you?
Oh, it's the way I grew up, man. It's completely different. It's like you talk about the discipline and like I couldn't like do a lot of shit that these kids do, I'm like, my dad would beat the fuck out of me, So
that's why you're a good kid, though.
And he did. The things that man did to me, but it's like, hey, but I always looked at it like once you grow up, you're like, the parents wanted nothing the best for you. They wanted you to be a better and all that, and all that stuff, which I appreciate, and I feel like back then, I was like, when I grew up, it was like, I was just like, a lot of people don't understand. Like, I was a very shy, quiet kid until you get me out of my shell. And then you get to see, like, holy shit, this kid he's a weird kid. He's loud.
Like, go back in your shell.
Yeah, it's for real. It's crazy. It's literally crazy to see the first, like, I remember I was so uncomfortable. I was so fucking uncomfortable, so scared. It was so bad that like it was
scared of what? Like this is in Morocco or in America?
In both America, especially in America.
When'd you come to America?
2009. So
2009.
I was 14 years old.
Oh damn!
So
that's you coming into high school. So
not a single word of English.
Yeah.
Explain that to me. What that's like.
What's the difference?
What was your social skills like? What'd you go
Terrible.
play soccer?
Terrible. Yeah, I played soccer.
Soccer?
Social life in Morocco was easy, right? I always hanged out with more older guys than me because I feel like I always been a visual learner my whole life. It's just weird. Like I how does he run his life? Oh, fuck, I was like this, that. Okay, cool. And that's how I kind of saw things, right? And then when I came here, it was weird. I didn't speak no English. I saw the fucking snow for the first time in my life. Like, groceries was completely different. And, like, the school was completely different. I was just, like, was so embarrassed of who I am as a person. I was like, fuck, I was not getting no haircuts. I was, like, the ugly kid, all this and that. And that's where, like, I always, like, kind of, like, fucked me up a little bit, you know? And I was like,
Well, it's hard, man. It's
oh,
hard.
bro, it was so bad, especially in high school going in. And I'm like, oh my God, look at these guys. They're famous guys, famous football players. They're getting all the girls. They're getting all the fame.
Yeah.
And that's where I kind of like, my mom and my dad, the one put me into the fighting. And then once my mom called from Morocco, she was like, hey, put him back into kickboxing. He always loved training, blah, blah, blah. But when I started training, I was just like, I thought I was just one of the cool kids. I was like, fuck yeah,
true,
I'm
true.
blending in. This is the shit right here. This is so cool.
At 14, that's when you
For-
started.
yeah, well, I started training. I was 10 years old in Morocco.
So you were kickboxing.
Yeah,
So
kickboxing.
Morocco, if you don't know, Morocco is very well
Huge.
known for kickboxing.
Oh.
Badahari, like one of the legends in the sport when it comes to high level kickboxing. And kickboxing is huge out there. Like Badahari is a superstar. I like Ottman.
That's where I got my
Ottman and
nickname from.
Abu, as it's hard. They're
Yeah.
the ones that brought us out to Morocco. As you see the beautiful light I got behind a Moroccan light.
Let's
I was
go.
blown away with the art out there. Like there's just everything. When I went to Morocco, you never know what you're going to go to. So the first off, we're going to Africa. I've never been to Africa before, and there's many different parts of Africa. Going to Morocco, being able to travel with the highest level of soccer players, legends that have retired. They went and played a legend game. We flew on a private jet, and I'm not talking private jet meaning like 10 people. It was a 747 private over the sand dunes. Like the craziest things. We landed out there. We went to this event where there's dogs, like wild dogs in the sand dunes, which I never knew. Like that, wild dogs everywhere, like crazy. The culture, the food, the people. Me and Justin bought some kids some shoes the kid was out there and his flip flop was broken. It was like 4 different kids at different ages, and we had bought them all new shoes. And it was sad because one of the kids we bought the size that it was wrong, and he was so sad. Like we can't speak to him because we don't know what he's saying. We're just trying to help out. And then we had talked to Ottman and Abu, who had brought us out, and they had hooked us up with this beautiful place and this palace. Like it was amazing. But I guess is it the prince or what? What is the guy who runs Morocco? Like is
The
it
king.
The king.
The king.
So the king had let us know because we got to meet him through Ottman, and they're very close to Ottman and Abu. Had said, please don't ever do that again to the kids. And we're like, damn, why? And he's like, because we want our kids going to school. And those are the kids that are going away from school, and they're going to become, street people. And we don't allow that. So we don't, we want them to know, if you're pushing away, we don't want to give any support. And I thought about that from a perspective. I was like, oh, that kind of makes sense. Like their parents are wanting them to come home. That's why they're running away and doing those things. But just from the culture and going to, I don't know what it was called, but we went and they had all the fruits out and all the like different things. Like it was so cool because Justin was a superstar out there. People come up and you don't know what they're saying. It's where I bought my 2 lights. I had them shipped back home. I got 2 of them up in my house. I think they're the most beautiful lights in the restaurants. But Morocco was one of the coolest places I've ever been to. The people were amazing.
Bro, the
So it's
hospitality
cool.
is the biggest thing.
Dude, it's amazing. It's
Yeah,
they,
that's
they,
the biggest thing.
They were amazing, and I would always go back. I felt so privileged to be there, and again, the culture is so cool.
Yeah, that's like what brings me. That's the pride. That's the joy brings me representing the country. I feel like I always been the shy kid, that don't have it all. Don't like. I really do like, and that's why it touches me a lot when I say I've done everything with the people that I have. But I see these other fighters and all this stuff. They got the opportunities to get big supporters, big helpers, big that, and all this. And for me, I feel like I represent the people that really don't you can make it without all that. You can make it without doing all this. You can make it by believing in yourself and having the heart and all that. You know what I mean? So for me, that's what I feel like I represent, because the hospitality in Morocco has always been it's so crazy, man. Whenever I bring people to Morocco, my family be treating them way better than me, And I was like, the fuck? And I was like, it's crazy, you know? But I was like, that's how I feel.
But they bring you in, so that's
Yeah.
like it's like you're being brought into another family.
Oh,
Like,
you're as soon as you
telling you,
land,
it was so amazing.
as soon as you land, like, and this is the crazy part is I remember I went back to Morocco. It was me and my ex-wife, and we go in there, and this is why I love going to Morocco because one, it brings me back to my culture, but it also humbles me in a way of think like you said that story of coming back to what your love and what you do and why you do this and all this stuff. So this is why I love doing that because, bro, we went in and this family, my mom is like, I'm just like I show up, whatever my mom wants me to do, I do. Okay, I don't question it. I don't do nothing. She's like, hey, we're gonna go meet your cousin. I was like, who the fuck is this cousin? I haven't met him in 10 years. Like, you want me? Who the fuck? Okay, sure, we go. And then we go, and then the dude literally, they got out of their own bed. They gave us their own goddamn bed, and they slept on the fucking floor outside. Because Morocco is very big on couches.
Yep.
The living room couches. Like you have to. They slept on the couch just to give us the room so we can stay in a comfortable bed. It's crazy to me, bro. And I was like, it brought me a proud moment and a humble moment. That this is what I represent. This is where I come from. This is what all that. So for me, it was to represent Morocco and there's a lot of fighters. I feel like we're so known for kickboxing and all that. Now we have Marwan, which is another fighter, you know what I mean, and stuff like that. I think Uthman, hopefully, I think he'll fight soon as well. But so all these guys, like it's a small group, but I think like we mean a lot to our country.
100%. Dude, when we got out of the bus with Othman and Abu, I was blown away, bro. Like it was crazy. You talk about superstar status. Like we see it out here in America. It was different. Like I'm talking like Michael Jackson. Like when people see Michael Jackson, they cry. Like, we got out the bus, and we're, like, thinking nothing of it. Like, I know Othman, I know Abu. They're just, like, normal dudes. And they get out, and, dude, people are, like, crying. And this is where we flew into, like, the village, like this small-ass airport. And we got onto the shuttles, and, man, we come around the corner, and I'm telling you, I was blown away. I was like, oh, my God. It is such a big thing. But that's the whole thing is, like, that piece and the soccer, like, it is so big.
Bro. Soccer is number one. Yeah,
it's the best. But it's like, again, the culture. I love the culture on, like, again, heroes. And it's very cool that you go back. How often do you go back to Morocco?
Yeah, every year. I try to go back every year. So last year I didn't go because I was, like, fighting and had to fight. But I also try to go every year.
But speaking of that, you go back every year, you see your mom and stuff like that.
Yeah, my mom is here, too, now.
Now, she went to your first fight, right?
That was stressful,
fight,
bro.
right?
That was stressful, bro.
Yeah,
I was fucking freaking out. And so my mom calls me, and I told them, I was like, hey, I'm trying to figure out the tickets, And I was like, hey, I asked the UFC for tickets, blah, blah, this. I need, like, a few extra tickets, blah, blah, And for me, I was like, I'm not that big of the fighter.
Yeah, but they don't do that for anybody. Like, they really don't. They don't give tickets.
Yeah, so I was like, okay, let me see. And I called my mom. I was like, hey, do you want to come? She's like, yeah, I'll come, but I'm not going to the arena. I'll just watch it from, like, I'll just be at the hotel. I'm not even going to watch. And I was like, okay, cool, awesome. Like, great. And then she calls me, and she was like, fuck it. I'm doing it. I'm going to go. And I said, you sure? Because she's like, I don't want to watch you get hit at all and all that. And I almost, like, totally forgot about it until, that's why that video you see on my Instagram, I was kind of like, proud. I was a really proud moment for me I said, if I die tomorrow, I'll die happy.
Yeah.
Because I got to do that in front of my parents and get to represent their name, their hard work, their culture, their everything in that moment right now to show them that, hey, your son can do it. Your son followed his dream. Your son didn't do the road that you guys wanted him to do and all that, but he still did the things that he wanted to do and all that. And so that was kind of like very, very moment and very scary to me because I'm like, fuck, now you're going to think every fight's going to go that way. I was like, that's not the case.
Hey,
you know what I mean?
but accept those moments because those are the building blocks that I'm telling you, the careers go by very fast. And having a moment where you can make your parents proud on a situation like that, did they come with you when you moved here? Or
No. So
how'd you come to America?
So, and this is why I say, man.
Did you get them to come to America?
No. So my oldest brother, was doing some crazy shit in Morocco. Not him, like his friends were.
So
And
the
he's
groups.
hanging out. He's
Yeah,
hanging
there's
out with
groups.
the wrong people, you know. And my dad and my mom was like, "Well, fuck no, we're not gonna get it. Like, we can't keep him here. He's gonna get in trouble. Like, there's no way. He's not even him, but they're gonna get
Totally.
him in trouble."
yeah.
And they knew my mom and my dad. If he gets in trouble, they're gonna do anything in their power to get him out or anything. You know what I mean? So they did everything to get him here. So finally, they got the visa. It's a process to get the whole visa and all this. He came here with my dad, and a year later, me, my brother, my other brother that passed away, my sister, my mom came visit them, and we saw them for the first time in a year and a half or two, I think 2 years. And after like 3 months, it's time for us to go back. And my mom was like, to me and my brother that passed away, was like, I think you should stay here and be with your brother, with your blah 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 and all this. I was like a fucking teenager. I was like, yeah, cool, whatever, cool.
Yeah.
Just to come find out
Yeah,
10
yeah.
years later, didn't see my mom. And then that was the crazy part. But yeah, so I was kind of
What a great mother, though.
Yeah,
You know,
to
trying to get you
sacrifice-
Trying
do
to
it.
make you do better,
Yeah.
have
Yeah.
better.
and that's why I really like.
Look at you guys all here. Like, this is the best.
I know, and I'm kind of like I really do like, because she's like a home body, you know. She wants to be home and all that stuff. But in the end of the day, I was like, to get to do the things that I get to do for them and help them out and as much as I can, all that. It's why I live, to be honest. It's like, I know, like, especially my dad. This is a crazy story. In Morocco culture, no matter what, is loyalty, ride or die. That's the biggest thing I learned. That's why I hate, for me, I'm like, if I smell any unloyalty from you or anything, I would never talk to you ever again.
Right.
I would never.
Love that.
Like, I would not even look at you again.
You shouldn't.
You know? And I'm like, cool. Like,
Because those are takers.
that's exactly
And
it.
someone that's gonna not be there for you when in need, why have them around? So
Yeah.
that's a great sense. I recommend that for everybody. If anybody's not gonna be there for you when you're in the hard times, they're only there for you when you're in your good times. That's a very important point. So that's a great sense to have.
Yeah, and I'm like, look, man, it's like in relationships and everything too, it's the same thing. And I'm like, I don't care about all that stuff. When you show me your ride or die, that's all matters to me. I would do anything for that person. You know what I mean? So, and that's how I look at it. You know, and I'm like, with the coaches, with everything, I want you to ride or die, no matter how. Like, fuck the questions. Ask questions later. You know what I mean? It's like, hey, I'm for this kid. Whatever he needs, I'm in this kid. Whatever this team needs, I'm here for this team. And that's how I put myself out there too. It's like, bro, like, if somebody fights, I'm going to fight. Like, I broke my fucking hand because a guy was trying to fight coach.
Yep.
I was like, the fuck? You think I'm gonna let you fight fucking coach? Like, no, you're gonna fucking go through me first before you fight him. Like, you're not touching him. Like, what the fuck? Because I put you, like, the circle that I have, if I put you in that,
Absolutely.
in a fucking a place, like
Look at a dog. A dog is like one of those things. It's like the most natural relationship that you can have. And I know a lot of people don't like dogs. Some people like cats. I love dogs because a dog is going to stand up for you. Every time you come home, they're always excited to see you. No matter if you came home later than you said you was going to come home, because you come home at 4 o'clock every day. You come home at 10 o'clock at night. They're excited to see you. There's no questions asked. Dogs' loyalty is like a key that I think people need to understand. That, like, if we become into this relationship, whether it's on a fight team, whether it's that we all have to be there for each other to make each other better. And again, it's okay to screw up, but get better. And the whole thing is like you said, like, I'll fight for my coach. I'll fight for anybody on my team. No questions asked. Afterwards, I might be like, what'd you get me into before?
yeah, exactly.
You know,
which is
but I
fine.
trust you. But
yeah,
like, you're
which
in my
is
circle.
fine.
That circle is everything. It's a community. A community's got to stand up for itself. And being able to have that is very important. Loyalty is everything. And when you have loyalty for others, and the most important piece that I feel a lot of people miss out on, especially, I think the best fighters in the world know how to use this first prior to going to the community. What I mean by that is loyalty to self first, then to others. And what I mean by that is awareness. If someone's going to do you wrong, flag it. And the second time it happens, do something. And when you can love yourself, everybody will love you. And when you can stand up for yourself, it's easy to stand up for everybody. When the people that start doing things behind you because you become, and again, I'm going to say alpha, and I'm using dogs, wolves. The alpha can control a community and help them through so many scenarios that makes could Justin go out there and fight without his team? Yes. Do I think he would? No. Justin does it for his family. He does it for his parents. He does it for me and Luke. But we all have our little piece to it. And a community is everything. And when family, like your family being here in America, like it's amazing. Your mom's here now. Like that little struggle, that process is so unique and cool to me. That everybody, even though some had to go first, another group and another group, like that is cool to me. And the key is keep your circles small, but
Very
become
small.
great. Is it different when you go back to Morocco now? Like every year, does it get different? Where they're all of a sudden they're like,
so this is the crazy part. I'm not like, this is what I love, and I'm like I said, I'm always open and saying these things. I'm not really knowing, like, I always look at it, and I think I was talking to my camera girl too, Siani. I was like, I walk in to a room with fighters, and I always been that kid. I was like, I see how everybody jumps on Gaethje,
totally.
everybody jumps on this and that, and
Yeah.
everybody
Luke,
looks on that.
dude, everybody, dude.
Me and you will walk in, but nobody gotta know us. We're good,
Yeah.
dog.
I'm so excited when Luke comes
They're
around.
like crickets.
But this is what I'm saying. I always looked at it and funny you said love yourself and be loyal to yourself and all that. I used to be, I remember in the first run, like, why the fuck am I sitting up there? Why am I not sitting here? Why am I not this? Why am I not that? And this is why I said I'm open on saying it. Because when I go to Morocco, I'm not as known as everybody else because I fight different. I represent different and all this stuff, whatever. But for me, in the end of the day, it's like I'm still love myself no matter what. Win, lose, draw, till I die, I'm gonna be the person that I am. And like for me, I was like you said, when I go to Morocco, there's few guys that are like, oh shit, I know you. And I was like, oh fuck yeah. Like nothing changes, right? I'm the same guy.
Totally.
You know what I mean? And for me, it was like, that's like my thing, is like I'm slowly want to be that. I always dreamt about it as a kid. Like just think about like having like, bro, and I know a lot of fighters don't say this. That tops, when I got the tops finally done after fucking
100%, bro.
years, it meant the world to me, bro.
Look at how you imagine that kid
Bro,
with
it meant the world to me. I was like, it almost brought me to like, I really do take a lot of moments, not be grateful for a lot of moments because I
Enjoy it.
kind of forget about it. But bro, that kind of like, I literally stare at it and I was like, holy fuck. Like, this is what I dreamt about. This is what I want.
If it's what you dreamt about, accept it.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to say demand. I don't like the word demand. Internally demand it. Meaning that the whole thing is you're doing this. Every time I talk to you, we talk about Morocco. Like I remember talking to you about when we went, and it's not like you're talking about Morocco. Like you represent it. I should say that correctly. We don't talk about Morocco. You represent Morocco. You have so many people in this world that you're going to inspire to be different, just like the people that inspired you to say, "Hey, I want to try this differently and do it differently." To be that center of the room is awesome. It's not going to change you. I know it won't. It hasn't changed me. Like, I stay out of rooms because I don't like that feeling. I do enjoy it when I go to certain events, and it's like, dude, teaching a seminar. Like, I love teaching a seminar when there's 200 people there, and people are just like, oh, my God, Trevor Wittman. I'm like, dude, it's crazy to have someone say Trevor fucking Wittman. But I get a ton of pleasure out of that, but it doesn't change who I am. And the whole thing is the inspiration of how many people that you can change for their goals and what they want to do, and just to let them know that, hey, I'm a normal person. You can do this. Like being at the Legends soccer game in Morocco. Like those guys, dude, they were like legends, like played for so many years, and they're playing this older game, and they all had bellies, they're all fucking human.
Fucking hilarious.
Everybody's human, like, but their ball skills were so good, like it was so fun to watch. Like it was one of those things that we're all human, but when you can do something to change, even if you change 3 people's lives in this world, that's a great thing. When you can change thousands or hundreds of thousands of people's lives, even millions, to be better. And that's what I love about fighting, because fighting is inspirational.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
You can have that. Last night, the fights last night, Olberg versus Yuri, that whole card outside of one fight was probably the best card I've watched in so long. I was so
and I was
blown
looking
away.
at this on paper like, dude,
Dude.
this is not going to be good.
The
That doesn't
Seattle
happen
one, too.
often.
The Seattle, I was thinking about the
totally.
same thing. The Seattle card, I was like, man, what a card is this? And it turned out to be an amazing card.
You never
So,
know. Like
yeah.
some fights you think are going to be great. The whole thing is the inspiration of how people woke up this morning. Luke never comes. He's negative Nancy over here. This guy's like, oh my God. I'm like, The smoker's not heating up fast enough. Dude, he came in today. I could tell he watched the fights last night. He was like, hey, let's go clean the tables here, make this all right. I think he's a super fan of you. That's truly what it is. But no, that's what it makes you feel good. It makes
No,
you
but
feel
that's what I'm saying.
freaking
It's
great.
like I think people are people's people. You know, I feel like once you
recognize
meet
good.
once you meet somebody that you know it's a good person, that's the biggest thing for me. Is like once I know you're a good person, I really don't give a shit about your personality and all that. It's like cool, like. But just because you're different, you're different. But as long as I know
how I
you're
felt
a
with him.
good once
He's
you're a good
different,
person,
yeah.
doesn't matter. You know you're different. Everybody's different.
You should be different.
You're
That's
not
what
gonna
makes everybody
exactly. You're not gonna
different.
agree with a lot of shit that I say. You're not gonna agree. But at the end of the day, is like I know what's your principle, your value, your all this,
Your
that's what make-
morals,
exactly.
everything.
So that's kind of like thinking to bring it back to you is like, you know what's the most inspiring thing to me is I remember I go to UFC things and till this day. I was going in and I was like, because I want to go, because they say, hey, go do meet and greets, right?
Yeah. It's
Take
like
photos.
the appearances.
People don't know who the fuck I am, right?
Yeah.
Like no clue. Who the fuck is this guy? It's this UFC fighter. And the craziest thing, and I just got a message not too long ago, I swear to God. I met this family, no clue who the fuck I am. No clue. And I'm being me, the same guy that you guys see
Totally.
joking around, laughing around, hugging them up, blah, blah, blah. And I remember coming in, he was like, man, it was great. Like, this months later, man, it was great fucking meeting you. You're the best energy, best this, best that. One of the greatest people I ever met. Pum, 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 pum. You got new fans. We were the biggest fans, biggest supporter. My mom won't stop talking about you. My grandma won't stop talking about you. And I said, that's like brings joy to me. You know what I mean? I feel like, because you don't get to know, like, a lot of people know, like, oh, knockouts and all this and this and that. For me, it's like.
But once you connect with someone,
well, exactly.
they
For
lock
me,
into you.
That's one of my thing is when I go like on events, I look for those things like the guys are like coming in and all that, like this and that, and like hang out with them and like not just leave and stuff like that. Like I talk, I'm like, we talk about some dumb shit. I was like, why are we talking about this? But I was like, all right, cool. You got me.
Every experience different.
You got me into this talking this it's crazy shit. But I was like, all right, cool. But that's like kind of like what really got me into that. And it also like motivates me in a way. It makes me petty in a way. I'm like,
It won't always be
remember?
there either,
Yeah, I was like, remember when I was sitting up there, nobody this. Now we're sitting down here, and
Don't
that's
you
how it
know
kinda
me,
like
homie?
Exactly. That's
You
how
know, I
hey,
use that all the time.
I
Don't
come in
you
with that
know me,
energy.
homie?
You just remember, motherfuckers. You just remember, and that's kind of like the thing, and it goes back to that Michael Jordan and all that. It's like, okay.
But the connection, but the connection, and that's one thing that stood out with Justin, which I think he's made obviously the way he fights is he stops with every fan. If someone gets touchy feely, he'll just be honest and be like, "Hey, don't touch me." But he gives a conversation to everybody, and I think it's very good for you to connect to people because there's going to be so many people. I mean, I've taken pictures with people where all of a sudden one person takes a picture, and then all of a sudden there's another person. Hey, can I get a picture? And you're like, "Cool, let's get a
Go to
picture."
the airport
And
with
then
that
all of a sudden, the dude's like, "Who are you?" While they're taking a picture, and you're like, "Motherfucker, like, why the fuck are you taking a picture?"
Oh, bro, that's so bad. I got that sometimes.
Because I'm not like a superstar, but that like when someone starts taking a picture, it's like, dude, like that shit irritates
The
me.
worst one,
Hey,
the
fun
worst one,
one's a
the worst
gr-
one, the worst one is like he's like, oh, you fight? What's your name? I'm
Yeah,
like,
exactly,
motherfucker, why
Bro,
would you take a
that's
picture
what
with
I'm
me
saying.
then? Like,
Exactly.
why would you take a picture with me?
Hey, speaking of that, I got something really funny to say. I haven't told anybody this shit though. Me and Justin were going to the airport, right? We're going to the Escalade. We parked in valet at the hotel right here, the little hack system. So we're going up, and he has his hoodie on, hat on, and I'm going up there. I'm just me, because nobody knows me, right? Like, nobody knows
Yeah,
me.
Luke's becoming a star.
We're going up. This dude goes, Luke, and I'm looking, I'm thinking it's like a
People know
classmate.
Luke now.
It's like a classmate or something.
Was this a fan?
You're like, and these guys like, Luke, that's you? I was like, yeah, what's up? He hopped over the thing. He goes, can I get a picture with you? And I was like, yeah. And I was like, yeah, cool. And he goes, dude, I watch all the YouTube videos, man. You the real one, dude. I love it.
That's how I knew you.
And he goes, dude, tell Justin I'm a big fan. I'm like, oh yeah. He goes, let's take a picture. I'm like, yeah, take a picture. And it was Justin taking the picture. And the guy looked at the camera and he looked. He goes, oh shit. It's Justin. And I was like, you still
You
want
guys
the
made
Dude,
that
that
day
should be
life.
like a
You guys made that
commercial.
day life, dog.
Yeah, you bringing people together, Luke.
I
Look
know.
at
that guy's
this.
life.
He goes, oh shit, Give me a picture. He like threw me over the fucking thing. He's like, here, you on the camera. Now I gotta take the picture. I didn't want one with me no more.
That's crazy.
Anyways, guys, you ready? Terrence, you ready for this?
Yep.
Are you sure over there dazed and off? Or what you doing, vaping? I'm ready for this.
I'm ready.
Oh, we're ready. Okay, so Terrence, explain to the people about what we're about to do.
So we're gonna do
Oh
trivia.
yeah.
We're gonna do MMA trivia questions, and
Shit.
you guys have little buzzers.
I feel like Trevor's gonna kill this.
Yeah, right, bro.
Now,
I'm
wait,
like the
get
worst
you
at
got
it,
a
bro.
buzzer underneath there?
They're both under yours, Luke.
Oh, okay, here you
I don't
go.
have a buzzer.
I know no fighters' names anymore. This is why I stopped doing the ESPN. I just like,
that
bro, I
yours?
can't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What
Like-
you mean? You have beat our ass on this.
No,
So-
I'm not gonna beat your ass.
so
I
what you-
guarantee you.
I'm gonna win.
I don't know. I heard
I might
like you're
lose
the
because
worst.
I'm hungry.
No, he loses when he knows he's right, but he's like can't say it right.
So what
Oh,
we're
yeah,
gonna
called
do?
hey,
CTA. It's
hey,
called
I thought
CTA.
you was gonna do one of those,
Oh yeah, hold on, dude.
You gotta hype us up.
Hey,
come on,
hold
hype us
on,
up.
hold on. I'm looking at this sauce. What kind of sauce is this?
Spicy.
Let me see.
That's all I'm gonna say. Spicy, good flavor.
Spicy. That's
What level?
hot.
Yeah,
Let me-
but
let me
are we,
Morocco's
are, we,
like hot.
are we just dabbing it or we're
Dabbing
like
it, yep.
rolling it?
No, you
No,
have to
no, you
roll
just
it.
dab it.
No, you
Nah,
have to
roll
roll
it. Roll it. Come on.
Roll it.
All right, if you guys want,
Roll it.
go
Roll
for
it.
Damn, what's we
Roll
doing?
it, roll
Hold
it,
on.
Roll it.
I don't think
roll it.
I don't think Luke agrees with that, but
Luke, dude,
I-
he
I
took. We
done
had
it
these
again.
shock collars for dogs.
Oh, you guys did that?
Yeah, he did it.
He did
Dude,
it.
I spent like $600 on these fucking things,
All right, hold on.
dude,
I
and he
gotta-
would not do it. Like he tried it, and he couldn't even push it.
If I'm
against
eating
the thing.
hot sauce, I gotta have a little bit of this in me. You know. What I'm
But hold
saying?
on, you gotta get
Little
the
barman.
you gotta get the full. Oh shit! Fuck.
Yeah, let's go.
Here we
So
go.
hey,
Fine.
let's eat the wing while having your finger in water, while having the neck bracelet on. Because if you have your hand in water when you get shocked, it's like way worse. Dude, let's do that.
I'm never doing that shock thing ever again.
Dude, he
You
Oh, so you
barely
guys
did it.
did it? You
Oh,
have
we did
video
it.
of
Fire.
it?
Dude, I got up to level
Fire my
5.
ass.
Luke didn't even do it.
I got to
did it.
level
Don't
5.
act like
You
I
got
didn't
scared.
do it.
Oh, hold on, there's 10
Did you
levels.
get shocked?
10 levels.
Seven.
I did it.
Seven?
After.
Stop.
You did 5?
Got to 5.
Stupid.
Dude, my son, I answered a question right, and he hit the wrong button and shocked the shit out of me.
Stupid.
I clicked
Wow.
I clicked the
That's
wrong
payback
controller.
for that's payback
Wow.
for
The
me raising him.
controllers. I clicked the wrong one.
He's like, you remember that time when I wanted to go out with my girlfriend and you said I gotta stay home? He shocked me for no reason.
Come on.
Okay.
Let's
All
go.
right. So what we're doing? Is you guys we're doing MMA trivia, and you have the buzzers. If you have the answer first, you click that. So whoever clicks the buzzer first
I got practice.
gets to answer it. If you get it,
Oh
if you
shit,
get
the
it right-
popo.
But hold on, if you get it right, they eat.
yep.
Ah, okay.
And
But if
then
you get
a
it wrong,
pick, you get a pick on who you want to eat the hot one.
you get to
Whoever
pick.
gets it right.
Dude, he's gonna pick
No,
you.
I
He
thought it
likes
was both
me.
of them, or you get to
No,
pick.
it's gotta be both. It's gotta be
Do
both.
both.
No, I gotta be both. It gotta be both.
Because
Gotta be both.
you
I-
can't have favoritism.
Hey,
Yeah,
listen,
we can't do that. No.
Because I'll have you eating every one of them.
I
dude.
will too.
Probably me too.
Yeah, Luke. You know, I don't know what it is. We like to pick on you.
I'm gonna get you guys. Here we go. Ready? I'm ready.
No, your practice. Hold up. I gotta
Fuck.
practice.
All right. So this one it's an easy one.
Yeah, easy one for
shit.
you.
To
My
start
son, my
off.
son knows everything about MMA.
What was the original name of the Ultimate Fighting Championship?
NHB.
HB.
Dude,
No.
what the hell is wrong with you?
No, you gotta say the whole.
No hold
Abbreviation.
bar.
No,
It's not that.
not MMA. He
Bullshit.
said of the UFC.
The Ultimate Fighting Championship.
Yes,
No.
but-
You got the
it.
first
No,
answer
no,
wrong.
that's
Just-
it.
no,
You
no,
got the
delinquent.
first answer
no,
wrong.
No, no,
Take
you,
one
You got
out.
first
No.
answer
No,
wrong.
no,
No.
first
You
answer
gotta
wrong.
do it.
No,
Luke, you gotta do it.
What do you mean?
You
I
got it wrong.
Because you
Is
got
that
it
not
wrong.
right?
Yeah, that's
you got it
right,
wrong.
but-
Thank you,
That's
ref.
right. That's
Thank
right.
you, ref.
Take a wing.
No, you got to do it, Luke, because you got it wrong. Thank you for having balls, ref.
Oh yeah, thank you. Oh, because he got it wrong, so you get to do it.
yes.
Thank you,
Yeah.
son. Thank
No.
you, son. This is favoritism here.
No, dude. He shocked me when I was right last time, dude.
I got it wrong.
shocked
No,
him?
you got it wrong. You said NHB. Listen to the question. Don't hit the button so fast if you don't know what the answer is.
NHP.
You don't
What
just
is
hit
it?
the button and then
NHP.
try to conversate through the answer.
What do you mean? I
Dude,
got it
roll
right.
it. Roll
Ah,
it. The whole
roll.
thing. No, tab it all the way down. I want to see your fingertips
It's
red.
fu-
So it was the
Fucking
ultimate fighting championship.
Yes. Yep. So if you say one answer, you don't get a second chance.
Yeah, we can't
Luke.
agree with that.
I thought it was Uncle Freaking Charlie. Isn't that what UFC stands for? Uncle Freaking Charlie?
I thought you sent for Lorenzo, to be honest.
Uncle Freaking
This is
Charlie.
stupid, dude.
Come on.
Oh my god.
You can't be like this. Come on, Luke. Luke, seriously.
Oh my God. That's
Don't hit the button if you don't know the answer.
Yes. Think through your answer.
Think through your answer.
All right. Right on to the next one.
Come on, dude.
Next one.
Next one.
Ah, fuck, I gotta get one right at least. Come on.
What major event in 2001 significantly changed the landscape of MMA in the United States?
Oh,
It was after the first tough season.
Oh.
Forrest versus Bonner.
We might skip this one. This one's kind of a...
No, he got it wrong. Eat a wing.
what is it? What was it? What was it?
The acquisition of the UFC by Zuffa.
Why
Which
would
I
you?
What
don't
the
know.
hell kind of question is
I-
that?
What kind of
I'll-
question is that?
I'll eat because I'm hungry.
Yeah, I didn't know that. God damn, I wouldn't.
Yeah, you're
Why
kinda
would you?
good.
Why would you ask us
Dude, he's asking us like
a
fucking
stupid
like
ass question like
like
that?
we need a PhD to be able to answer this shit.
All right, we'll go to the next one. That was a dumb one.
Fuck.
All right, which
Terrence needs a hot wing for that question.
Hit the buzzer.
which
Hold
country?
Hold on 1 second. I can't hit my buzzer. I got a damn wing in my hand.
No. Maybe you can't beat us. Go.
My tongue is bubbling, dude.
Is it that spicy?
Dude,
It's pretty spicy. It's
For a
got
white
good flavor
boy.
though.
It's spicy for a white boy.
I mean, you wore whiter than him. What you mean?
No, he's the whitest dude in here.
Hey, bring me a beer, cold one.
I am way more Mexican than freaking Luke.
My tongue is on fire, bro.
Oh my god.
That's actually really good. My tongue is on fire. I ain't lying.
It's spicy. All right, next one. Which country is home to the historic promotion Pride Fighting Championships?
Japan.
That's correct.
I hit that shit way
That's
faster
really
than him.
He answered it quicker.
It's really hot. I was trying to be tough. Dude, my tongue. Yo, honestly,
Yo.
Dude, it's bad, bro.
no, seriously.
This was stupid.
I don't taste anything no
This
more.
is stupid.
Roll it.
Nope. I'm down. Oh my
Oh
god.
my god.
Be a team player. How about?
I have one. Let me get one.
Oh.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not
Hold
yet,
on.
not yet. Okay. Not yet.
Oh, thank you for listening.
You gotta lose.
Hold on.
Right now, you're finally tuned that letter machine. You're a winner. That's too hot. It really was not that hot
Bullshit.
for about a minute.
Bro, and that's not the worst one, right?
No.
Oh
that's the third,
my God.
That's the third spiciest.
Bullshit.
This one's good because it got
Look
good
at my
flavor.
nose, dude. It's fucking running. Let's go. Next
Do we have
question.
paper towels?
All right, next one. What year did women first compete in the UFC?
Oh fuck.
God, please say wrong.
I'm not answering. I just need a fucking break. Oh my god. Seriously.
I'll give you guys a little
No,
bit of time.
no, I already hit it.
Oh, you hit it?
Yeah, what the hell? You ain't paid
What is it? What is it?
2011.
Ah, let's go.
Wait.
You better not make. Hey, you better not make me. Is that right? Oh, nice buzzer sound.
All right.
Roll it.
What is it? What was it? What's the answer?
You guys can answer this to get out of the wing.
Yo, answer.
Oh, so we have to answer?
No, they don't.
Luke,
No, I
Luke
lost.
fucked up. Yeah, you still get to eat one, but now you guys can save yourself from eating one.
Oh.
No, but did they hit the button?
He got it wrong.
No, if they didn't hit the button, then they don't have to.
I didn't hit the
shit.
button.
I didn't hit shit.
No, I don't think they should have to eat one if they.
So hold
didn't.
on. So we have to answer?
You know what?
Fuck.
To save yourself from eating
Hold
one.
on,
I don't know. If I,
You go first.
I didn't hit the buzzer.
Well, it's either you eat the wing or you give yourself a chance.
He didn't get it right.
I know, so you still gotta.
Oh, I like this game now.
2014?
Oh, he gets to try it now. Luke,
It's really good
all right,
for
you
the
guys are
first
all
minute.
doing it.
Bro, I don't
me
know
see
if
that.
I literally don't know if I can do enough.
How many more questions are left?
Let me see.
Oh,
So this is that spicy?
You gotta roll it though. Don't do what
We
Luke
got
does.
four-
you got
four
roll
questions
it.
left.
I rolled the first one.
No.
Which is bad.
Yeah, good.
Nah, that ain't enough.
Oh shit! I'm already falling.
I'll say 2017.
No.
What was it?
2012.
I was 1 year off.
Damn. Oh, get that shit. Damn, you eat that motherfucker.
No, it's
like
good
that.
in the beginning. It's really good.
It's-
I thought
it's
I was
awesome.
like, this shit ain't hot at
It
all.
ain't bad. And then a minute later, it's over. It's over, bro. You're about to start cutting weight because you're about to start sweating. Oh my God. All right, next question.
What term describes the practice of weight classes in MMA?
Divisions.
Right?
Where's the buzzer?
What was the question again?
What term describes the practice of weight classes in MMA?
Weight classes, not divisions, right?
Yeah, it's divisions. You don't know what
Honestly,
the hell he's
The answer is not that, but I would
what is it?
classification.
What? Who's
What the hell kind of...
Who is?
We don't have
who is?
Yeah, that's like a
PhDs.
PhD
Don't-
in that
I got
shit.
Dude,
CTA.
don't shoot
He
the
got
messenger.
CTA.
What are you doing asking these dumbass questions like this?
This is the book you got me. I'm just
Oh
reading.
my
straight out of
You
the
bought
book.
this book, Luke?
I did buy this book.
Well,
from
because you
fault.
had CTA and then you bought it, bro.
Dude, this is
Amazon.
MMA for dummies. Show the book cover. It's that yellow book. It says MMA for dummies.
The ultimate MMA trivia book.
Oh, well.
all right, we're going to
either
the
way,
next
no, that's a wrong question.
Well, that means we gotta eat it too.
No, that's him. He answered it for us.
We might need some more wings over here, brother.
I'm gonna need like more toilet
How many-
paper.
how
I'm gonna
many-
have to go home and make sure
How
that
many you got left? How many wings you got left?
We got plenty.
All right. All right, we're going. We'll give you a
6.
second to eat it.
Let's go.
It's not that bad.
I
It's not,
thought- yeah.
it's not that bad.
Oh, man. Oh, really?
It's not that bad.
Damn.
Pretty
I'm a
good.
bitch. My tongue is on fire, bro.
I mean, my lips on fire.
My
though.
tongue-
Just wait,
is
it
so-
starts with the lips. I
my
gotta
tongue
keep eating
is-
because it's so hot.
My tongue is so on fire. Question.
Who was the first fighter inducted into the UFC Hall of Fame?
You're eating, bro. You have no
Gracie.
Nope.
Who?
Wait.
Whoa.
Jesus, whose book is it? Oh,
Who's it?
thank you
What's it-
for the
what's he
buzzer.
say?
I said Gracie.
Gracie who?
Where's
Yeah,
Gracie?
exactly. What
Oh.
the hell?
Rose Gracie. You gotta say Rose Gracie.
Yeah.
Can I phone a friend?
No. You eating a wing?
Well, hold on. You give us. It's a man, I'm assuming.
Yes.
Okay.
Wow. Come on. Are you
So I
kidding
make sure.
me?
You never know, you know.
Can I do that one? Oh, my God.
Stop. You can do it for me. Like,
Oh, my God.
no more
dude.
dabs for you. Hey,
It's not
Dude, this
Forrest
is
Griffin.
No. No, I know it. Can I do it again?
No, you
Go for
can't.
If I get it
You're
right.
No, you're still doing a wing.
Let me
but-
get the wing. Let me get a wing. Let me get a wing. Let me get a wing.
Dude, my ulcer is going to be
Here you
so
go.
fun.
Here you go. Roll it for me, Luke. Roll it for me.
I can't, dude. Just do it.
We're actually out of sauce.
This is so good.
This is so good. That's a
Mentality.
Mental
Mentality.
training.
I got
He's talking
mind
about-
control.
I gotta get one too.
I didn't even
Well, hold
answer.
on. You didn't answer.
Okay, so let's say,
Oh, my God.
Luke, pass me that.
Oh, my God.
Chuck Liddell.
No.
Oh, that's a good answer.
How about Frank Shamrock?
It is Frank Shamrock.
Kim Shamrock. Yep.
Yeah.
Frank
Shamrock. I bet.
Let me see that. Let me see that.
Do
Let me see
that,
that.
Frank.
That's 2 weeks for
Let
you.
me see that. Yeah, we need more sauce though. Let me see one.
We got one more.
Let me see the
All we
wing.
got is one more.
I can't do it, dude. Call it 911. Seriously. Oh, my God, Trevor.
Hey, so people don't think I'm lying. Look,
Show the camera.
look, right here. See, look.
Oh,
Here, I'll
my
rub it
God.
again.
Don't do it, dude.
My lips are going to be so chapped.
How you doing over there, Luke?
I know, dude. Oh, my tongue is on fire.
Look, he gangster.
Oh. Give him 30 seconds.
30 seconds.
Bro, I'm done.
All we got is one left.
This one's not bad though.
That's not that bad. It's bad.
Got good flavor.
Okay,
though.
this one I feel a little bit.
Yeah.
It's got good flavor though, huh?
Yeah.
No, that's really good.
Terrence, shut up.
Yeah, that's the lip right now, boy.
No, it's like, yeah.
All right, you guys ready for the last one?
Fuck.
All right, let's do this. Which significant milestone did UFC 100 achieve in the world of mixed martial arts?
Milestone.
This
They
might be-
gained CBS,
No, this might be a tough one.
Yeah.
Milestone.
obviously. Define milestone. Give me a wing.
Yeah, use it in a sentence, but
Actually, you know what? Here, how
No,
about
I already got it wrong. Let's go. I need to get the bucket into shit.
I'll give
I gotta
you
go hit
I'll
the
give you
bathroom.
three I'll give you three answers.
okay.
Oh, it's
Three
your dad.
answers.
Yeah, I'll give you three
It's
answers.
your dad now. You're going to give answers.
He already got it wrong.
But you already got it wrong.
All right. First event with female fighters. First event to reach 1 million buys. First event held in a new country.
Female fighters. Ah, you motherfucker. Ah, fuck. Let me see that.
All right, Luke.
All of the above.
Dude, last chance.
Fuck, I
Last chance.
can't. I cannot.
Let me see. Let me see the fucking thing, bro.
You're fucking eating that motherfucker, bro.
Come on, Luke.
I started feeling it now.
I believe
I'm
in you,
sweating
Luke.
right now. You got only fucking 50-50 chance.
No, it's
Yeah, yeah.
I'm done, motherfucker. That's my last one.
Do you want the two answers?
Yeah.
Again? First event to reach 1 million buys. First event held in a new country.
Fuck.
100. That's one of my era.
That was during your era.
Yeah.
You fought in like UFC -2. Come on, bro. I gotta go to the bathroom so bad.
I'm going to go with another country.
God, you're right. You're so right.
Ah, 1 million buys.
Are you shitting me? Oh, my God.
You didn't even got that much sauce
I'm
left.
crying over here.
Hurry
there's
up.
there's
Eat
not
that
much
thing.
sauce in that bowl.
Come on. There's not that much sauce, but dip that. Swirl it. Can I swirl it for you? Let me
It's
swirl.
hot, huh? You fucking motherfucker. I told you.
No, no. That's how it was on the first one, too. The first one, I was like, hey, this is actually kind of pleasurable.
I can't do this, dude.
Do it. Let me mix it for you.
It's blistering in my tongue and lips now.
Oh.
I need the second one without it. Oh, fuck.
No, seriously, the inside of my gums and my lips, like the gum height.
Oh,
My lip.
Yeah.
My fucking lips.
oh, this was stupid, Terrence.
Luke, I wanted to do 3 different sauces: mild, hot, or mild, medium, and hot.
didn't even
He
dip
was
it.
Like,
Dip it.
He wanted to do the
I
straight hot.
did. Throw that away. Oh my God, this was ridiculous. But
You know what you do? If the first guy answered it wrong, you get mild or slow. Mild, the last guy do not answer, get hot.
Start over.
Yeah, let's do it.
I'm done.
Retry.
Start over.
Bro, I'm done. I'm fine. I'm quitting.
I really am about to shit my pants.
Bro, you making a laugh is worse.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I'm locked up right now. I got full core going on right now. I'm like, dude, I'm trying to get through this.
My nose won't quit running. Oh,
Youssef, any sponsors? Any channels that you're promoting and what you're doing with your camera work? Like, I know it's the wrong time to do this shit because he's gonna get it wrong. He's gonna get that shit wrong. He's gonna be like, Youssef.gov.
He wants an ice company.
Shut
Dude, I did not mean to put you on the spot, but I'm gonna shit this fucking chair right now.
How about a popsicle fucking mother?
No. Shout out. Obviously, you can follow me at the Moroccan Devil. Instagram. Shout out to the YouTube Youssef Zalal MMA. Shout out to my girl Siania does it.
Yeah.
She's
He's
she's
focused.
killing it. She's killing the game.
You're killing it right now. God damn.
Bro,
You're focused.
I only got one sponsor is Monster. So
Hey, that's a
your
good
boy-
one right there,
but
bud.
your boy's not that big of a deal. So I said once you get more sponsors,
Yeah,
we get into it.
you a big deal. You're
You a
about to
big
be
deal.
the big deal.
We about to get a Hot Wings sponsor up in this bitch.
Bro, you know I always dreamed about doing that show.
Oh, hell
Hot
no.
Ones. I want
Yeah,
to
yeah.
do that one.
No, after this show, I'm not doing that shit. So you're fighting who? Coming up when?
So I'm fighting Aljamain Sterling, April 25th, live at the Meta Apex.
So why does he wear gold if he's Sterling silver?
Ooh, that's a good question.
That's actually a very.
Oh, you're going with another one? That's only gonna burn hotter. What do you want me to do?
Give me that one.
Oh, there you go.
Oh my God.
So, this is what I want to do.
What are
I
we
just
doing?
want to say, I said it over and over. That dude, this is horrible, dude. I always said
Cheers,
Yeah.
Yusuf.
Cheers, guys.
Hey,
Thank
and
you,
to your
guys.
performance.
I always
To your
said,
performance. I
I
can't
always
wait to
said
watch.
Yusuf's gonna be a champion, and I'm gonna have a shot on that.
Inshallah, brother. Let's go.
Go.
He's gonna be the champion.
Go get that gold. Don't get that Sterling. Get that gold.
Let's go. Hey,
Rob
thanks,
that
baby.
gold. Rob that gold.
Thanks,
Thank
brother.
you
I
guys for having
appreciate
me. I
it.
appreciate you guys. Thank you so much.
Appreciate you.